There we go.
Okay. You can lift the camera a little bit, no?
Yeah.
No, hombre, ya la cagaste, güey. Yeah, that's about good enough.
Good enough.
Yeah, sure. Not like we get paid to do this shit. Nah,
All right, yeah. Seriously.
I'll make sure to edit that comment out before we start recording.
We're recording?
Live?
It's live? You didn't warn me? You son of a bitch. Tell me these things. Gotta make sure I bring the girls up.
You stupid fool.
I know. Oh, yeah, there it is. Shows that we're online. Oh, boy. Who will be the one in 2021? All right. I'm doing a bang-up job with these episode titles here.
Now it makes you think. Are we ready for 2021? Since in the whole name, it's already saying that 2021.
2021 win?
Yeah.
Guinness win.
Whew.
Popped out the new shirt.
Rub it in.
Nice.
Rub it in.
Nice.
I got this shirt
Look
for $4 at GameStop.
Aye. That's actually a good shirt.
Yeah.
I like that shirt. That's a good shirt.
Can't tell when I'm cold.
Or excited.
I'm always excited.
Homer winks.
That's my secret. I'm always excited.
When you're cold, Homer winks.
Yeah. Scratch and sniff.
All right. Let's see here. We are live.
In the Technicolor. In vivo.
What?
Here, bro. Sit on one of these pillows. Spread that COVID around.
That's a little bit better. Let me put one back here too.
There you go.
All right. Oh, lumbar support. Aye.
Randy's over here
Yes.
already on the chat.
Already? What the hell?
Who?
Randy. What'd she say?
We should be drinking some
Twisted teas. Oh. La pinche
I
twisted
don't
tea.
drink tea. Not surprising. I'm a picky motherfucker. I'm trying, though. I'm trying. Hopefully, before the weekend's over, I'm putting my foot down. I'm gonna make milanesa at home.
No, you're not. Really?
I am. And I'm gonna make servings for 3, and I'm gonna eat all 3. If it's good. If not, I'll give it to the neighbors. But at least I say I try.
I mean,
I already got the panko crusting at home.
Oh,
Damn.
all right.
Yeah, don't
been wanting it for a while.
Don't let this fool you. I'm not Mexican. I'm not gonna break graham crackers and actually like break them. Hell no, panko's already pre-broken.
He said graham crackers. Like you put graham crackers on milanesa.
Oh, saltine crackers, what I meant.
Uh-huh.
I told you it's risky. But
You're already on that wrong step there, bro.
I double checked my apartment insurance. I'm good. Yeah. Make sure the fire extinguisher works.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Smoke alarm?
That too. Yeah. I
Yeah.
replaced the batteries.
All
Yeah,
right.
I'm ready.
Man.
I have Gordon Ramsay on the back on loop.
Oh.
It's raw. 5 more minutes. It's raw. 10. Yeah.
Oh, man. Beautiful, beautiful. So what are we? 371?
371.
371. God damn, how are we going to stop doing this bullshit? That's a lot.
Hey, I can go 2 for 2. You want to kill it tonight?
No, we're not going to kill it tonight. Wait, what do you mean 2 for 2? What was 1?
We'll get there.
I don't know anything about that.
All right. Live from the other room in the Love Shack.
Wait, shit. No, hold on. We got kicked out of the Love Shack. So,
This is the
Virgin Island.
Is it?
What's the area where you between life and death when you're in the
Purgatory?
Purgatory.
Purgatory.
All
Right?
right, all right. Live from Purgatory, somewhere in Houston, Texas.
Where the beer's cold and the hair's long.
Yes, and balding. It's the 371st edition of the Houston Wrestling Radio. This is Abel.
This is Hector.
This is crazy.
And thank you so much for tuning in today, guys. If you're watching us live, then
Evolution will pass you by. Full-headed Hector, half-haired Abel, and then stressed out Chris.
yes, with all the gray.
I know,
Look at
yeah.
you fucking silver fox.
I told myself I wouldn't get another relationship, but fuck.
Yeah.
And there it went.
If you're watching this live, log into your YouTube account. That way you can chat along with us in the live chat. I already see Randy. Hello, Randy. How are you doing?
Oh, yeah.
Yes, yes.
Dig it.
Oh, she did a low blow.
Oh.
She said,
I'm
sure,
already numb below the waist. It won't hurt me at this point.
She said, I'm sure your Milanesa will be better than Abel's ribs.
Oh.
See,
story
there's
behind-
a story.
Story behind that.
So what had happened was I had a rack of ribs that I was going to cook for Christmas. And I burnt the motherfuckers. Toasty, brown, charcoal, burnt to a crisp. Burnt.
That's no.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No, that's poor man's rub. You can't afford the spices or you don't have the time to be all gentle with it. Poor man's rub. Just light that bitch on fire, Randy Orton style.
It wasn't blackened. It was crunchy. You ever had crunchy ribs?
Again, I'm poor. I've had
Jerky?
crunchy a lot of shit.
You mean jerky?
Yeah. So for Christmas, we had to order Chinese food.
Wait, this was for Christmas?
Yes.
Oh my
This was
god.
for Christmas that I burnt the fucking ribs. So we ordered ribs from a Chinese place. Little Chinese short spare ribs. So.
That's your fault, Randy. You ordered a Gordon Ramsay on Wish and you got Guy Fieri.
Hey man, don't disrespect Guy Fieri.
Says the guy that eats drive-thru every day, right? I should came out of my
I
show.
know, right? Yeah. Can't even get through a whole plate full of spaghetti.
I'm gonna show you the pictures of that Milanesa, bro.
Oh, I do.
Yeah.
Yeah, I believe you. It better be good.
What's for fucking dinner? Are we eating dinner again? This motherfucker got me hungry. You got any more chicken?
Spaghetti pasta is done.
Damn.
Oh yeah, that's right. That was. Oh, so did I cook the ribs on Christmas Eve? Is that what it was? Oh, because she's saying that on Christmas Day is when we had Indian food instead. I don't know. Whatever.
Christmas Eve is Mexican Christmas.
Don't let the facts get in the way of a good story, Randy. Damn. So if you're not watching this live,
You have any leftover labna?
shut up. If you're not watching this live, you could. We had some leftover biryani.
Oh,
Yes, that
no
was-
crap de lasagna and put it in the labna?
No.
Okay.
Mountain Dew.
I'll take the crab juice.
If you're not watching this live,
It's gonna be that kind of show.
you can still interact with us on Facebook, facebook.com/Houston Wrestling Radio, or on Twitter at H Wrestling Radio, because we kind of sometimes use that, but not really.
YouPorn/HWR Love Shack. Is that out there? It's under construction right now, which is why we're in this room.
Why in the blue fuck are we here on a Tuesday?
Because Wrestle Kingdom is happening this weekend. Are we gonna get into that? You wanted to get into that right now?
Sure. What? I don't know what our notes are this week. This is gonna be one of those episodes.
It's gonna be one of
Isn't it
no
on Monday?
Monday and Tuesday.
Monday and Tuesday.
Yeah, which I got
Okay.
off.
Oh, so you can watch Wrestle Kingdom?
Yes.
Well,
Last year was Saturday and Sunday, so
Yeah,
it didn't bother me.
Oh, we can't do the episode on Thursday because that's New Year's Eve.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that makes
Yeah,
sense.
and we're all doing nothing on New Year's Eve, but we just don't want to do nothing together. So it was like fun.
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
be doing something.
This is my something.
So let's pour one out right now. We'll get it over with.
I mean, do you really want to pour something out on this fine carpet?
No.
No. The homeowner said no.
We're recording. You know what that means.
Yes.
Mhm.
I don't know why, but this one isn't hitting me. And I think maybe it's because I haven't allowed myself to get hit by it yet. And 2020 has been such a weird ass year that it's like, yeah, of course, why not? Like, this doesn't feel like Benoit. It doesn't feel like Eddie. It doesn't feel like anybody. I'm like, oh, he's dead. Wow, shit, that sucks. Okay, and I'm just moving on, and like I kind of feel shitty about it, but I don't know, like maybe it's just because 2020 is 2020.
Can I say it?
Go for it.
This is at best a mid-card wrestler in a rookie promotion right now.
Oh shit! Damn.
I mean, I'm
Damn.
So here, I'm just gonna lay all the cards on the table.
Okay.
First of all, primarily condolences to his family. It's the death, nothing to play with. The fans are fucking stupid to expect all kinds of crazy shit or lack of crazy shit from WWE when, again, he's in the rival promotion currently, not free agent, not chilling doing his own thing. He's in the competition. So if you were expecting this huge ass fucking tribute on the competition television show, you were going to be disappointed from the beginning before you even press play on your DVR.
Yeah.
For example, the joke I just made about is Tuesday. That's the joke he made.
Yeah.
But if you're not following him on Facebook or Twitter, all that's oblivious to you.
Yeah.
In WWE, what kind of impact did he make to the general audience, to the fan, to make you go, "Oh man, I can't wait for WrestleMania because I'm going to see him."
Yeah.
Or even AEW, I can't wait for the title match because it's going to be him. You know, obviously the outpouring from all the wrestlers is understood because that brotherhood's deep. It goes far and wide. But to the casual person, he's a wrestler. Yeah. He's not a superstar. He's not an icon. He isn't someone that you're going to, and I don't want to say this in a derogatory term, but are we going to remember this 2 years from now? 4 years from now?
I mean, you got
what ifs.
Yeah, you got a point, but
it's just what ifs on that. When it comes,
do you remember who died last year?
No, who died last year?
Exactly.
Oh,
that's the point. You know,
point.
Nobody died last year. People started dying in 2020. No.
Wrestlers have died last year.
Nothing bad happened before 2020.
Oh, fuck.
Ever.
One $600 stimulus check was all it took.
It's not even there.
Jojo, welcome. Nice to see you in a live chat. Somebody new that I've never seen before in the live chat.
Oh, that's my boy from Team Cyanide. I see.
Flash?
Who?
No. Now I know Jojo.
How do you know Jojo? He's my friend. Get the hell out of my business.
Because he went to DCW a couple of times.
Oh, poor guy. Ask for a refund.
No, the new guy that I don't know who he is just says Flash ×5.
Oh, that is not a guy.
No?
No.
Oh.
I don't know who the fuck that is.
Oh. God damn it. Anyway, Flash, welcome.
Your thoughts on the passing of Brody?
Well, hold on. Flash says, I agree. What WWE did was justified in the tribute.
They did.
All right.
Raw Talk was nice. If you want to spend the extra hour watching Raw Talk, or if you want to spend the extra hour for talking smack, or if you want to spend another searching for it through all the fucking channels WWE has, you were mentioning the stuff that they're doing tomorrow on Dynamite.
Yeah, they ended up switching the whole programming, which was something that we were going to talk about, but now it got pushed back a week. Tribute show for Brody Lee. Basically, the whole Dark Order is booked throughout the show, even the women, and it's a really good sentiment for them.
It's an interesting card too.
Yes, a lot of mixtures, which I do want to see that tag team again.
Good, bad, and the Hungy.
Yes, that's the one that is gonna hurt the most seeing because again,
the skits in BTE is mostly with Silver and Reynolds.
Yeah, and that's why I was like, when I heard it, I was like, man, no wonder I haven't seen them in a while for that. But then I thought about them too. Is like all of their contribution throughout the whole BTE stuff was them too, and they fucking had me laughing every episode.
Yeah.
But overall for them, I get it. I get the point of mid card, but at the same time, it was just because of I guess he had already hit that plateau in WWE, and that's where he stayed. There wasn't any more opportunities, and when they were presented, it was injuries that happened. Because out of the whole WWE thing, when they did the whole greatest matches, or like on the network, they have a bunch of his matches the way they call them out on, the showcase. And out of all the stuff there, they missed one match that I really liked, and that was Dijakovic versus him at Worlds Collide.
Oh, yeah,
And
yeah.
that was a very entertaining match between two big guys.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And
The first Worlds Collide that they take the WrestleMania weekend, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And overall, again, I see how everybody kind of saying the same thing about him. Always there was always there for his family, was always there for his kid, which even AEW ended up filming a segment with Omega and his kid.
Oh yeah. Oh, there's some gut wrenching stuff,
Yeah.
dude. Mm.
And
Do
honestly,
you know about this?
No.
Explain it to him.
So
and to our listeners or viewers that are don't
So
know.
apparently this got filmed on the 17th before Christmas, and it was Omega versus Brody Lee Jr.,
Okay.
his son, and
How old's his son?
I think 10, 11, somewhere around there.
Oh, so he's young.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, ended up being a match between basically the Elite versus Dark Order. Got into a brawl, and then Omega just booked the match himself against Brody Lee Jr., and he ended up losing.
Mm.
So
They announced Burley Jr. as the champ.
yeah,
Yeah.
and everything. They had it filmed
Yeah.
for the Christmas special, but now everybody's like, it would be nice to see that, but at the same time, between all the fans, it was like, well, we're okay if we don't see that because that's a intimate moment for him.
Yeah.
And then just going back and reading everything that everybody wrote, especially the one that got me, that kind of brought a tear to my eye was the Bray Wyatt one.
Grow old and wrestle in front of like nobody's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's like, and even at that, he's like, I'm still gonna, whenever I'm old and Brody Lee Jr. is old enough, I'm still gonna put him over. Like that's like, oh man.
Yeah.
But hey,
Everybody's doing it, and the fact that to WWE's credit, they're letting their wrestlers post AEW stuff of Brody, and they're letting the AEW wrestlers post WWE stuff about Luke Harper, just because the man behind both the characters, or basically the same character depending on who's watching. Yeah, man, it went like it out of nowhere. Lung issues, not COVID related.
Not COVID related.
Yeah.
Did you see his last message?
His last
to
text.
wife?
Oh, I didn't see that.
Yeah, she posted. It was today. I think she posted the last conversation he had with him.
Oh,
and it was heartbreaking in that one.
Yeah.
But I guess overall, he does deserve a tribute show, especially from AEW, because with him, basically the feud with him and Cody, for me is what elevated that TNT title.
Yeah.
And,
that dog collar match.
Yes.
Yeah.
And that was his last match.
Yeah.
I'd also say that I mean, while it's fair to say, oh, he's just mid Carter, I think AEW was really grooming him to be more than just a mid Carter. He was at least a main attraction there. It's just he never got his wheels under him, so to speak, to actually get there. And I think that's where the big tragedy is going to be. It's like what he could have been. WWE mishandled him, but WWE mishandles everybody. But at AEW, he could have really been, top dog, and they were kind of grooming him to be the top dog. And damn, it would have been really nice to see that, but taken too soon. And maybe that's why I don't feel the same way about him as I did when I first heard about Benoit, and the way I still feel about Eddie, because those two were somebody I'd already emotionally invested with.
Grew up
at the very top. Brody's cool. He's good. He was a part of the Wyatt family, which I loved.
The Hammer Bros.
Yeah, well, but like he never got to that point where I'm like, yo, this guy could possibly be my favorite wrestler. There was points in time where I could have said, you know what, Benoit's my favorite wrestler. There's a point in time when I could have said, you know what, Guerrero's my favorite wrestler. I never had that with Brody. I was like, oh, he's cool. He's a good supporting character. And maybe that's why it's not tugging at my heartstrings as much as, it probably should be. But again, like if you look at the impact, like you said, from other wrestlers, I think it's hitting them more than anybody else because of the brotherhood. It goes beyond, anything else. And I never met the guy. I never knew the guy. I never wrestled with them. So I don't have that with them. But, like if it's weird. I'd have that connection with Brennan, right? But that's because he was, on
You
our
have
show.
you have an
I mean,
emotional
yeah.
attachment to him on a different level.
He's nowhere near on the level of Brody, right?
Yeah.
But he's not a mid carder either. If something happened to him, nobody would give a fuck. But I would be devastated. Yeah. So I mean, I hope that explains your sentiment and my sentiment, and it could allow people that are watching this that would say, "Oh, fucking Houston Wrestling Radio guys, they're nothing but disrespectful assholes." I mean, I hope you understand why we feel the way we feel, why we don't have that connection. It's not out of disrespect. It's just a lack of connection.
Basically a series of unfortunate events that he was dealt with, man.
Yeah.
Between injuries, even when he had the Intercontinental title, and he was actually some kind of tweener babyface.
Yeah.
He got taken out with injury. And then fucking COVID. Imagine Brody Lee's debut in his fucking hometown in New York.
And I just recently watched that video today when he came
But
out.
so it's just he did the best with the hands that he was given, and obviously he left behind something great, with his wife and family. So it wasn't a complete loss. It wasn't all bad, but that's just the hand you're dealt sometimes.
Juan, what's up, bro? Haven't seen you in a while either. Juan 23.
Hey!
Yeah. So missed you too, man. Thanks for joining us tonight. Tell your friends.
Anticipation level: the good, the bad, and the hungry against MJF, Santana, and Ortiz.
I got it at 8, but I want to see what they're gonna do in tribute wise, because I know John Silver. Going back to John Silver, even putting it up there. John Silver, Brody Lee actually bought John Silver
his gear.
His gear.
Yeah.
And he had the same attire as Brody Lee, the
Yeah.
white one. So I'm hoping he wears that.
There's a clip on BTE of like Silver on Reynolds' shoulder, and he's wearing that Brody's actual jacket. I want them to come out like that.
Yeah.
You finally saw the clips.
Now, I've seen a couple of the BTEs here and there, and most of the standout is the whole Dark Order skit.
Yeah.
Where are you at?
I'm at an 8, and I think I'm being generous with my 8. Because otherwise, I think I would be like a 6 or 7. Because if you take out what happened with Brody, you take out that this is a tribute. I don't know exactly what they're doing with the Dark Order. I get, Hungy is funny, and if you watch Being the Elite, it's entertaining. But they're a heel faction that we're laughing at. So their faces, but no, just those two. Well, and then when they're with Hangman, their faces. But Colt Cabana, who does the best fucking comedy routine, in this era, he's supposed to be a heel, and the rest of them are supposed to be heels. So we're supposed to not cheer him. Like there's some sort of fucking dysphoria there that I'm like, am I supposed to cheer him or not cheering him? And then like on the other side of that, okay, MJF and Inner Circle, cool. So I'm very interested on that side to see how MJF fares with the rest of the Inner Circle, and there's still that tension. But it's like, wait a second, aren't they also heels? So it's heels and the other ones are faces. But I mean, Hangman's still a face, right? Because he hasn't joined them, but he's joined them. So I don't know. I'm a bit confused.
All right, then I'm gonna just lay the cards out on the table. Do you take advantage? Again, I don't mean to say that as a slight. Do you take advantage of the situation and just turn Dark Order face? Eventually, we all bought the NWO shirts. Eventually, we're all going like this. Eventually, we're all going like this. Eventually, we're all going boom. Eventually, we're all doing the things that are supposed to be the heel shit in the beginning.
Yeah.
And even sometimes with the Inner Circle, we cheer them. We sing along to fucking Jericho every time he comes out to the goddamn ring.
Yeah.
Especially with those two, with Silver and Reynolds.
Yeah.
Or the whole group in general. Do you turn them face? Ride the momentum of Brody.
Yeah.
Turn it into an actual religion. He sacrificed himself for us to succeed.
How is that a face faction though? Like,
because
Like
it's behind real events.
Yeah.
Right, but the concept of like a fucking quasi-religious cult isn't something that is a facey thing, you know? Like, I get it that we want to use the real life passing of Brody, and this was his group, but it's like that'd be really, really weird to try to explain to a non-wrestling fan just tuning in. Like, why is this cult of
Is
people
that
we're
too
cheering
layered?
for?
Because it wasn't too hard to explain Ray winning the heavyweight title because his best friend died 6 months ago.
Yeah, but Ray can be a face. What is he? Oh, he's a luchador who's high flying and he's spectacular in the ring. This is a fucking cult, right? Or are they just going to drop the cult gimmick and then, hey, we're just the group that was orphaned by Brody Lee? Like, how do you?
That's why I asked. I mean,
a cult that saw their way after Brody Lee's passing.
yeah.
Yeah,
And even Colt's faking it. Like, he'll do the hand thing and then he'll wave.
Yeah.
yeah.
There you go. That could be the next. Who's going to step up as the next leader?
Will it be Uno?
Reg-
Evil Uno? And then again, you
But
turn a face, you can't call him Evil Uno. You got to drop the evil. He's just
we
Uno.
call Shawn Michaels sexy boy. He's in his fucking 60s. So, without the tribute, just the talent on this match, the charisma between Good, Bad, and Hungee, and then the vitality with the inner circle. Still, I'm at a 10 for this.
Okay.
And I'm gonna lean air towards the side of caution where the Dark Order wins this, and this is further adds meat to the stew if Hangman's actually gonna take over, not take over, but join. You know, because the little guy got the fucking win, and
What
he's
if
like,
he takes over?
Or
I mean,
they branch off because it's the three cowboys, and they
yeah,
they're the ones
did it from the Bullet Club.
that's true.
There you go.
Just dissolve the Dark Order. You're gonna have Evil Uno and Grayson, and then
don't
Ten
call him Dick.
and Ten will have his own thing, and then these two will be with Good, Bad, and the Hungee. They'll be an actual fucking group. Just get rid of the Dark Order.
Story-wise, I think Dark Order is still trying. They're trying to recruit Hangman and Dustin to be 7.
Yeah,
and
know-
Conti's trying to get the other girl, right? No, Anna Jay's trying to still get Tay Conti, right? That's not official.
It's not official.
Like
but
they're
they're
buddies,
They're
but they're
partners.
But one's still hesitant.
Yeah.
Kind of. So yeah,
kind of like how they did with Colt Cabana, who I guess is a part of the cult now. But
I've got Dark Order winning. Being
JoJo.
a tribute show, I don't have them winning every match, but I definitely have them winning this match.
JoJo says, "Poor Colt, poor Colt."
The Christmas episode of Colt. Everybody's all Christmas and Colt's got Hanukkah. It's like, Merry Christmas. Colt's like, what's that? The end of the episode, he shows him the Christmas way, and he's Jewish.
Who you got winning?
I got the Good, the Bad, and Hungee.
Good, Bad, and Hungee.
Anna Jay and Tay Conti against Britt Baker and Penelope Ford.
5. Tay Conti, Penelope Ford. Why? I'm guessing the match will be all right. It may even be good, but I'm not anticipating it.
I got a 6, and I got a Dark Order winning.
I've got it at a 6-2. I'm not sure if Britt still wants it from her injury, but the Anna Jay and Tay Conti, I'm curious to see how they are.
Their dynamic is actually good because they competed as a tag team for the women's tournament. And I already see Britt Baker blaming for the loss.
Yeah.
So
Ford's like, I can't break a nail. I'm getting married in a couple of weeks.
Yes.
That's the Young Bucks and Colt Cabana against Party.
So I'm gonna go with JoJo here again, and I'm gonna be like, poor Colt. Like, how did Colt get stuck in this? Like, I mean, I get it. But why? I mean, okay, cool. I mean, I guess Colt and the Bucks. Why not? But why? But why not? 6.
tribute-wise, do you think the Young Bucks will do it as a one-time? The hand gesture?
I don't know. I'm thinking the Young Bucks try to do too sweet, and Colt does the hand, and they just can't figure out the timing. I'm at a 6.
Okay.
I'm at a 6.
Who you got winning?
Wait, who are they facing?
Party.
Party.
Yeah, I am 6. And
Who do you-
I got
I got Cole taking the pin. Hardy Party.
Hardy
Yeah.
Party.
Hardy Party?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because
I'll
there's-
disagree. It's the Bucks. The Bucks can't lose.
Yeah, but they're not gonna get pinned.
It's the Bucks and a member of the Dark Order.
They're
On
not
a-
winning every match though. I
Yeah.
don't see it.
I agree.
This is
Not
the-
every match, but this one
This
they
is
will.
the match they won't.
This
is
is the
gonna-
one they will.
This is the one that's going to further that story with Matt Hardy turning on Private Party.
Yeah, he gets the hot tag after Private Party does the last shot or whatever they call it.
The silly string?
Yeah,
Gin and juice.
Gin
Oh,
and
gin and
juice.
juice? Whatever.
That alcoholic stuff.
One of their fucking moves.
Cody Rhodes, Orange Cassidy, and 10 against Team Taz. All the Team Taz except Taz.
It's his team, but he ain't in it.
Yeah.
I'll go with the 7. I like Team Taz. And I think Team Taz is gonna win this one.
I got it at 6, and I got Cody, and I got 10 doing the pin.
I'm at a 6-2, and I'm curious. Out of everything, I'm curious to see Ricky Starks against 10 if they tease that. This could be again, situation breeds opportunity. You know,
Mm-hmm.
This could be 10's moment to actually stand out. And I think if Cody's the one in charge of laying out the match, I'm sure he's going to give 10 enough space for him.
And we don't need Sean Spears.
Not like Cody and Cassidy need more of a rub. You know, 10's the one that could use the light.
Even to further raise the stakes on this match, Cody kind of hyped it up, saying 10 used to be a member of my team, and he switched that to the Dark Order and he became better. So our story has some connection here.
Yeah, that
So
makes sense.
honestly, I got 10 going in for the win on that one.
Okay.
On who do you think on who's going to take the pin?
It has to be Starks.
The ugly one.
Starks?
There's no which one's the ugly one. There's more AEW stuff, but we'll get to that later on in the show.
What?
Or do you want to get to it now? We can go ahead and knock it out right now.
Yeah, let's knock it out.
So I'm pretty sure they're gonna just condense New Year's Smash to one show because it was supposed to be 2 shows. It's still gonna be 2 shows. Chingao. Well, let's go to the matches. I still have them.
Oh.
Night 1, Omega and Phoenix for the men's title.
I'm pretty erect for that. I'll say a 9. That's just because it's Omega and Phoenix. 10?
I'll join you on that one.
10?
It's Omega and Phoenix, bro.
Okay.
I got Omega retaining.
Yeah, me too.
You hungry? Beef, Hager and Wardlow.
I was like, where are you going with this?
Give me a number, Hector.
I got it at 9 because I know Wardlow is a lot more athletic than what he seems, and I just want to see if he could all the big again beef.
Yeah.
Beef. I'm also go with the 9 again for beefy reasons. I think that the match could be good, but it could also be cut short and not be that good. I mean, Hager's always kind of been hit or miss for me. Like, I loved him when he was in WWE ECW and he was a super cocky kind of, post-college jock. And then they kind of neutered his character when he went to the main roster at WWE.
No, as soon as he won the title.
Yeah.
As soon as he cashed in and beat Jericho for the title, you could tell he went from to.
They they sucked all the personality out of him.
They did.
And
They
then
had to bring a human bird.
Yeah. And then it seemed as though he was going to have a bit of personality when he went to Lucha Underground. But then that kind of fizzled, and it's like, all right.
No Spanish.
Yeah, and now, like, he's in AEW, and he has some personality, but no, his whole gimmick when he first started off was he didn't talk. So, again, back to no personality. And now in the last few, weeks that he's had this little feud with Wardlow, okay, maybe now he's getting personality again. And it's like he's hot and he's cold, and he's hot and he's cold. So I want to see the fucking charisma from this guy. I know that he could work fairly well. He's not lighting the world on fire in the ring, but he could work fairly well. But he just needs some charisma, some pizzazz, a little bit of razzmatazz sprinkled on him. Something. Give me the razzle dazzle, baby.
Hey.
7.5, bordering an 8 for what you just said.
Okay.
I don't think that Hager can lead Wardlow to a good match. And for whatever reason, Hager still comes across to me. His movement, it's too stiff, almost like an action figure claymation. He doesn't look loose. Even when he fights in MMA, he looks a little stiff for whatever reason. I'm hoping Wardlow can loosen him up a little bit, because for whatever reason, looking at them, I want to see them run into each other.
Yeah.
But on paper, it feels like there's a couple of square pegs trying to be squeezed into round holes if you line up their resume. So
Yeah.
I'm leaving in room for them to razzle dazzle me, I guess, if you want to put it that way. Both hands. So 7.5. Yeah.
So JoJo says 10, brick wall versus brick wall. Daniel, what's
Have
up,
you
Daniel?
ever thrown a brick wall to another brick wall?
Wall. Daniel, thank you so much for joining us, man. We got everybody in here tonight.
Damn, we threatened to shut down the podcast. Everybody shows up. We do that every week.
Think it's a farewell show.
Daniel says he wants to steal your shirt.
$5 GameStop online. Look, might still find one.
Mr. Spaku.
Mr. Sparkle. Hi.
Bye.
Hi. Night 2, Darby Allin against Brian Cage for the TNT title.
9. I like me some Brian Cage, man. I always have. And I really love me some Darby. What's keeping me from a 10?
What's keeping you from a 10?
I don't know.
Can I help you?
Yes, help me,
I don't want to
please.
see Darby Allin get his ass beat for 15 minutes and just beat him with the last 30 seconds of flurry and a roll up. I'm at a 7 for this.
I'm at a 8.
Darby Allin is not really much of a flippy dippy. He's more of a defensive. He counters that. So Brian Cage, if he's gonna do his flippy dippy hybrid stuff to Darby, that's not gonna end well.
Yeah.
Darby's gonna be a pancake.
Yeah. And it feels like the ending's going to be a whole smosh with Cody's team and Sting with the bat and then Team Taz, because you look at Brian Cage and you look at Darby Allin, that shit shouldn't last more than 60 seconds.
Yeah.
So it's going to be hard for them to convince me that 15 minutes for a title is going to be good. As much as I love Brian Cage and I love Darby, just them right now, I'd rather see Darby and Starks. That they can go off on pinball for 20 minutes, just and check off all my boxes.
Aye.
But again, they have room to impress me.
I got it at an 8.
Yeah.
Just for me, the pinball factor for me. I know it's gonna be tossed. Darby's gonna get tossed everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
If he hasn't killed him yet, something's gonna happen this match.
Side note, I'd like to just throw this out into the ether. I think Weapon X is my favorite finisher move now. It's overtaken.
That like weird cradle into the gory bomb thing he does.
Yeah.
That takes like forever to do though.
Yeah, but I like it.
It looks cool once it's done.
Yeah. I think that's my favorite finisher.
I was always a fan of the nut shot, man. I guess.
I bet
Simple,
you are.
Just a kick in the balls. That's for the most part. That's AEW New Year's Smash.
Okay.
The 2 nights that we were supposed to have.
Okay.
NXT's countering that with New Year's Evil next week.
Mm-hmm.
How about Killer Cross against Damian Priest?
8. I want to be higher, but Damian kind of acting facey. No. I don't dig it. I really want to see Karrion Kross just wipe the fucking floor with them. Like ever since he's been like, hey, look at this little buddy, Leon Ruff, and he's been trying to act like, oh, he's cool. Like, no, you're
like the stoner senior in high school.
Yeah, no, dude, like just be an asshole. We know that you really are an asshole, so just asshole it up and let me boo you. You know?
Yeah. Be true to yourself, but let me boo you and not pretend.
Yeah.
Where you at?
Like,
I got a 7.
7.
Yeah. Again, just to piggyback on that one,
Mhm.
the character is not really. I'm not really digging it.
And you're
And-
talking about
Damien.
Damien.
And Cross is just a little more hesitant on him. I don't want him to re-injure because God knows NXT is played with injuries. So
Yeah.
if he's coming back and he's doing, which I'm pretty sure is going to be somewhat of a stiff match.
Yeah.
But overall, yeah, that's why I got it at 7.
I mean, I really like Karrion Cross. I like him a lot.
Mhm.
And I love
Entrance
Scarlett.
is cool.
Scarlett.
Scarlett. Hi.
But they're starting to put themselves in the corner already with the way they've booked them so far. Like, do I want to see Karrion Cross just getting is just beat the shit out of fucking Damian Priest with little to no offense and Priest jobs out after like 6 minutes? You know, they're going to put themselves in the corner sooner or later. That's going to come back to haunt them.
I don't think he's going to job out. Like, I mean, I want to see Priest get his ass whooped, right? But I think the match itself isn't going to be just like a squash or anything like that. I think they're going to actually make that match a little competitive.
7. And I've got Cross winning.
I've got Cross winning.
Raquel Gonzalez, Rhea Ripley. Your favorite. Last woman standing.
I would be at a fucking 10 if it wasn't for Last Woman Standing. So now I'm at an 8.
Wait, but you hate last man standing matches. This isn't the last man standing match. This is the last woman standing.
Oh.
Is that an exception to the rule? Will you allow it? Creep up to a 9, maybe?
No.
Fuck!
It's the rules. It's not the boobs that make the difference. It's the rules.
Well, technically, it's the nalgas.
Oh, los nalguitas. Ay. I'll let Raquel Martinez just break me in half.
See, that's why I'm at a 10. That's why I'm at a 10.
Randy's still not in the live chat,
Because
is she?
There's male wrestlers where you don't want to see them in that kind of like match because you don't need them in that kind of match. Like Daniel Bryan against Drew Gulak. You want to see them wrestle. You don't want to see them beat the shit out of each other.
Yeah.
They've been building up Rhea Ripley and Raquel Gonzalez that you want to see them beat the fuck out of each other. No rules, no holds barred. So, Time Liston also passed away. You'll forget about that in a year or two.
Who?
Zeus from No Holds Barred.
Oh. When?
A couple weeks ago.
I know
Really?
him more as Devo.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, you'll forget about him in a month. They've been building up a story that they need to beat the shit out of each other, you know? They tower the refs.
Yeah.
Give them a female ref and let all three of them just go ham. Fuck it. I'm at a 10. And I've got Raquel winning this too.
Randy in the live chat says, you could take Raquel, I'll take Rhea Ripley.
I'm at a 10 for this one too.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I got their last match was entertaining. Hasn't there been a last women's standing match in NXT before? Or
I think that no NXT. No, I think it was Evolution.
Evolution.
That was the last woman standing match.
Okay. Yeah, I still got that at a 10. Want to see which Selena costume Raquel's gonna pick out of it now.
Oh yeah.
But overall, yeah, they've been building it up for a while.
It helps that they're like almost best friends too, so they're comfortable with each other to let things go.
I got Rhea Ripley winning it though. Redemption for her.
Didn't Raquel win the last time?
Yes.
At TakeOver?
And that's exactly what Daniel said, because Raquel won, Ripley's going to win this time.
Nah, I got Raquel winning again. Dakota Kai's going to help out, and there has to be. You know what? Give it to me. Steel cage for them in a steel cage, and that's where Rhea finally gets it. We got a taste of it at the War Games.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
That was delicious.
WWE loves their 50-50 booking, so I bet you, yeah. I'm
main roster WWE.
Still, my bet, not who I want, but my bet is Rhea will take it.
We have this match on our match of the year for this year.
Mm-hmm.
They're bringing it back next year. Ciampa versus Thatcher in the motherfucking fight pit.
Mm-hmm.
Where you at?
9.5.
What's keeping you from busting that whole nut?
I like the fight pit, but I think the fight pit, the first time around, like when we saw it, I was like, oh, this is interesting. This is pretty much a cage match. So, there's more gimmick to it than where there's actually gimmick, if that makes sense. Like they're calling it something different. They're structuring a little bit different where you have the open and you can fight up at the top, but it's not a revolutionary stipulation like how we thought it was going to be before the first one happened. But it's probably still going to be a badass match between these two. I want to see Thatcher and Ciampa tearing each other new ones. Am I? Oh yeah. What? Am I wrong?
I got it at 8.
Okay.
For me.
8.
Yeah, I've been wanting to. Is the last fight pit was Thatcher and who?
Riddle.
Riddle. Yeah.
That was somewhat of an MMA style match.
No, it's Ciampa and Riddle.
No.
It's Thatcher and Riddle.
Thatcher.
Thatcher won it. Remember, he got knocked out a couple teeth.
Okay.
Yeah, he wanted to fight.
So I'm guessing this is Thatcher's gimmick match.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And it's basically going to be somewhat of a wrestler versus a fighter.
Mm-hmm.
So, but yeah, I still got it at 8. I do want to see how Ciampa's going to handle the environment.
That's why I'm at a 7. Imagine a buried alive match that didn't involve the Undertaker.
Okay.
That's his match, right? You would think he's been in every match.
Mm-hmm.
When I think of fight pit, I don't think of Thatcher.
No,
I think of Riddle. That's why they had that match. The fact that Thatcher won it is why they're bleeding it over. So I covet it so much, and why, among other things, why it ended up on our list.
Yeah.
Thatcher being a catch-as-catch-can, old school Roman Greco guy, and again, no slight to Ciampa, I don't see him as a fighter at all.
What do you see him as?
A pro wrestler.
Okay.
Not. Well, I take it back. I see him as a sports entertainer.
Ooh. Okay.
I don't see him as a pro wrestler. I don't see him as a old school wrestler. I don't see him as a grappler. I don't see him as a fighter. Maybe a brawler, but not something that warrants this match. If it was another MMA type guy or Thatcher going up against somebody that actually had the wrestling credentials, it just, for whatever reason, this one isn't clicking with me yet. I like the story. They've been telling a pretty damn good story. They were one of the highlights. I think they stole the show at the last takeover that they fought. We'll talk about the match of the week in a little bit. But I'm not sure if this is the kind of match that I want to see them have.
Yeah.
So I'm at like 7.
And
I've got Thatcher keeping the streak going. Maybe 2 or 3 matches down the line, I'll associate Thatcher as that's his match, the fight pit.
Well,
and maybe Riddle comes and avenges it, or he takes it to the main roster and they bring that back.
Yeah.
Something.
I could totally see this being Thatcher's thing. I buy it, and I didn't even think about your point of view that you just talked about right now until you mentioned it. And I was like, oh yeah, I guess that was kind of Riddle's thing, but like it feels to me that it fits Thatcher just as much. It may not be MMA, but it's not an octagon, it's a fight pit. So yeah, I can see where there's differences, especially with this guy trying to be like hard-nosed, stiff and hit you and all that kind of stuff, training the other guys and being all about the art of the fight. Like, I think it fits his character.
Who you got winning?
Thatcher.
Yeah, Thatcher too.
Thatcher.
No, I got Ciampa.
Ciampa won the last time.
Yeah, I got Ciampa. Daniel Price says this: when I think of pit fighter, I think of an arcade game that stole all of my quarters.
You motherfucker, you.
Oh, Juan says this: don't stop this podcast. Just got my girlfriend into wrestling. Y'all need to stay put.
Oh shit. Well, let's start.
Don't worry.
Let's start up a subscription service so you can put your money where your mouth is, playa.
We'll take care of your girlfriend. Don't worry.
No. I'm gonna take care of your girlfriend. He's gonna take care of you.
Aye!
I'm sure that's what you really want anyway.
Aye.
Valor Kylo 2. Y'all taking too long.
Un pinche 10, güey. Yes.
Y'all agree?
Yeah.
I agree.
You just needed somebody to jump off the ledge first,
Yeah.
right? Drink
Yeah.
the Kool-Aid.
No, I'm trying to figure out what other bone is Kyle O'Reilly's gonna break from Finn Balor's face.
The other side of the job.
Those are like, yeah.
I was just trying to come up with an excuse to not be at 10. But no, I am.
Oh, you want an excuse to not be at 10? It's basically emo Balor against Ginger Balor. Did you see that little graphic they have? They fucking look the same, other than the hair color. Scruffy hair, goatee, mustache, brooding face. Like,
You mean
oh, fuck.
Shane's?
Yeah.
The match is going to be a fucking barn burner. The
Cool.
way their other match was a fucking barn burner. So
They should have saved Omega Phoenix for night 2 to counter this.
yeah,
Because I love AEW. I'm watching this fucking shit live, that match. And hopefully USA has enough, or WWE and USA have enough mental fortitude,
Shoot.
commercial free, no picture-in-picture bullshit. Load up the commercials heavy in the first half of the show, and then leave the last 30 minutes. The next 20 minutes are sponsored by KFC. Choke on this boner or whatever, and then they just play the match fucking through. And I don't get this. I know I'm going off topic here. Why can't they sign like a soccer kind of deal where they just have the logo on the corner for like 15 or 20 minutes and they just go uninterrupted? Why can't we have pro wrestling on live television presented to us like football or soccer?
They do have those big LED screens behind them, so just maybe through.
yeah. I don't know. That's a good question.
Ask Kevin Dunn.
Hey, Kevin, I know it's been a while, but apparently people want us to keep this show going, so we need some help.
Yeah.
Why can't we have paid advertisers so that we don't have to have commercials during important segments or matches of the show?
Because the paid advertisers, they think we fucking suck. We don't make them enough revenue. We don't make them enough money. So
your ratings are in the shitter, by the way. At least for Raw.
That too, ratings are in the shitter because they're fucking idiots.
Yeah. And your NXT show is losing to a rookie company.
Yeah.
On TNT.
Yeah, it's blame the corona.
Blame the corona?
Blame the fucking corona. Yeah, fuck them. Fuck them.
The beer?
Yeah.
So what if the lack of commercials actually helps the ratings, keeps the audience instead of having them change quicker?
Fuck the audience. We want the money from the ad revenue that we can get because we need money.
Okay.
Yeah.
You've been a solid guest on the show, so I just want to clarify.
Yeah.
When you say fuck the audience, you don't mean literally, do you?
Well, I mean, some of them, if you know what I mean. I'm Kevin Dunn. It's been a while.
Oh, it's been a while.
I bet that hits a little bit differently when you could actually see that it's me doing the voice instead of when it was just podcast and you couldn't see it. We just broke a wall of illusion by doing it that way.
You broke the fourth wall.
Yeah. Next time when we try to do that, we need something. Okay, close your eyes.
No, I'm gonna do the Bruce.
No,
Pritchard
you
thing.
need to comb your hair over a little bit.
Oh,
so it's
yeah.
like, yeah.
No.
Let's go like this.
I'm not sure if I can fuck up my teeth anymore. I mean, they're pretty fucked up, but
next time we bring him back, I'm gonna give you the Bruce Pritchard treatment. Bring the little face with the stick.
Fucking emo Peter Parker. We just need to have him snap it while he does the dialogue. Is it time? Do we do it with Kylo?
Yes.
Fuck it, why not? Why not? Everyone else has been injured. The main title hasn't been as hot as it had been maybe 2 years ago or a year ago.
Are you thinking what I'm thinking?
What are you thinking?
I think so.
Because WWE tends to come back to the highlights from wrestlers' careers. They made a point to do Steen versus Generico Ladder Wars on a WWE pay-per-view. We've been in person firsthand to see Kylo this close to the Ring of Honor title just for somebody to cost it. You remember who that was?
No, who was that?
Adam Cole, baby.
Oh.
Do we break up UE? Adam Cole turns on Kylo. I'm the motherfucker. I'm the one that does this with my thumb. You don't do shit.
I don't think I want them to break up UE. I think I wouldn't mind, and I've been calling for this for a while for some sort of faction, but the trigger hasn't been pulled. Where we get another Farouk and Rock situation where somebody else is really the alpha in the group, so they take over as being leader. I wouldn't mind seeing that kind of happening with Kylo.
I would love to see Kylo win the title and have a inner group battle for the title, because God knows Reddick Strong could actually go with either one of them.
Yeah.
You know, having them, let's say, a triple threat between all three of them for the title.
Oh man.
You know that's gonna be fucking entertainment right there.
He was about to say barn burner again,
Yes.
but we used that up too many times in the episode.
You hit the tatty.
His liver's already shot. Barn burner. Elizabeth. It's the Rona. They got me.
What happened? I said barn burner too many times.
Jim Ross is gonna sue you for copyright infringement. So here for the next 10 minutes, we're changing it up. From now on, the code word, the Pee Wee Herman word, is slobber knocker.
Ah, yes.
It's slobber knocker.
That wasn't caught on the camera. You can't even see. Well, maybe a little bit. You can see. It's yeah. Okay. Your poor couch, man.
I've had a rough couple weeks, man.
Have you?
Yes.
Here, I see. Mira, I see. Here, go on, I see.
Motherfucker, this ain't fucking Baby Shark. Get your shit right. Go to Washington.
Your wife is gonna kick us out for fucking around with your couch too much.
You're gonna see her jump on the
Nah,
couch.
she don't.
Yeah.
She don't want to associate her feet with either of our asses.
Going back to topic.
Yes.
Yeah, I do want them to put the title on Kyle O'Reilly already.
Yeah.
I do want to see that. Even or even just that as O'Reilly versus Cole.
Yeah.
I already see that going back. They're gonna try to bring up that history.
And it's very easy to just snap your finger Thanos style and have Finn versus Walter for the UK title.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Gives him something else to do.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got Kylo winning.
Okay. Kylo.
That's it for New Year's Evil. Let's take a break. It's been a couple weeks.
Yeah.
Give us the match of the week candidates.
Kylo versus Finn.
No, that already happened long ago.
No. Yeah.
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 Yeah. Let's take over 30.
Was it?
Or between Takeover 30 and Takeover War Games. Yeah, that already happened.
Okay.
Just before War Games.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Damn. My sense of time is all fucked up.
Do you want to go back to doing the show weekly?
I mean, if it'll help me keep my fucking match of the week straight, maybe.
Let me help y'all out.
All right.
War Games. That's your Ciampa. Again.
Yeah, that's good.
Went to the candy shop and got a whole bunch of everything. Kenny Omega against Laredo Kid from Triple Mania.
Oh, I didn't watch that. It was good. Eh?
It was all right.
Okay.
Dynamite. Good, Bad, and Hungry against Hardy Party. That was fun. Commentary put that over more than anything. Pete Dunne versus Kyle O'Reilly, the actual wrestling match, not the ladder match. They had an actual match on NXT.
Mm-hmm.
Help me out here, Hector. Sasha Banks against Boba Fett on Mandalorian?
Yes, it was anything.
Yeah. Squash. Yeah.
This is
50-50 booking. Nobody won.
Ah.
I'll help you out. Asuka and Charlotte against Sasha Banks and Bianca Belair, and against Bayley and Carmella. Triple threat tag match from last Friday's SmackDown.
You know what? That wasn't that bad either.
Yeah, for all the shit ratings Raw's got that we'll talk to later, SmackDown got $4 million with the lead-in from Friday Night Football.
Yeah.
And they kept more than half of that audience for the second hour.
Yeah.
That tag match was fucking good. Belair stood out. That made her.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was a big fan of that.
You know, there was a really, really good match that you did not have on that list.
Daniel Bryan, Jey Uso?
No. Well, oh yeah, that too. No, but that's not the one I'm referencing.
There's a lot.
Fiend versus Orton. the set them on fire match.
I don't think I watched any TLC at all.
Any?
Either.
You didn't see that?
No.
You didn't see that fucking train wreck of a match?
I love how they did the Inferno match set up with the Thunderdome. I thought that looked cool, but
it was really cool. It was awesome until you got to the end, and it's
when you burn a motherfucker,
yeah.
On-screen burger?
Yeah, and it was definitely not Bray. Like, you could tell it was a
they
dummy.
kept the camera too long to those dummies.
Yeah. I was like, okay, yeah, sure.
Are you the same guy that liked the murder mystery at the Impact during the wedding? Oh, who killed Johnny Bravo? Did you like that?
I didn't witness it, so
okay.
I'm not sure.
I'm trying to gauge your taste.
Like, it was
wrestling right now because you want to see motherfuckers die.
Well.
We could always pull up in your Over the Edge 99 if you
Both
want.
of them were wearing extra clothing, and the commentators put that over. Oh, Randy Orton's in a sweater.
Randy's covering up the underwear. He's getting burned, right?
Yeah. I mean, they said that was Orton did that just to help protect himself, and of course the Fiend was in the Fiend gear, so it made sense. So it didn't give it away as to who was gonna get caught on fire, like how Kane did that one time, where it was Kane versus whoever the fuck it was, and they were in their chonis, but Kane was in full Kane gear, and you're like, oh yeah, Kane's gonna catch on fire, and he got like part of his glove on fire, and then he freaked the fuck out, and that's it.
Yeah, great storytelling, because the one thing you want to wear when you're surrounded by fire is fucking black.
Yeah. But it made sense that they're like, okay, we know what we're getting into. We're both gonna wear clothes. Cool. I really, really like that. The match itself, back and forth, cool. I really, really like that. The Fiend, overpowering and everything. I liked it too. When we got to the part where they lit Randy Orton lit the Fiend on fire when he was outside, and he was like no selling it. It's like, yeah, this is the Fiend. Yeah, he's gonna take 15 curb stomps, and he's gonna be okay.
He's seen all the Friday the 13th movies. He knows how this works.
You light his ass on fire, and he's gonna keep coming. Holy shit, that's mind blowing. But they immediately jumped the shark where it was RKO, and then we're going to light you further on fire when it's not you, and the RKO is going to get the 1, 2, 3 after you lit the motherfucker on fire? Like,
and the 1, 2, 3 don't matter because you're already on fire.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and it's like, what? So like that
and we're supposed to forget 17 curb stomps.
Yeah.
Right? One RKO.
And that's it.
The
and
Colonel's
he's done.
crispy recipe, and that's it?
Yeah.
How many spears?
And the one RKO was enough to have him laid out long enough to get doused in gasoline, and then slowly, in Randy Orton pace, light the fire. And, it's like, God damn, dude.
I'm sure if I was on fire, I'd be moving.
Yeah.
He already helped me out. He already dropped me, and he already stopped me. I just got to roll.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, and Bray just laid there.
Yeah. And he suddenly became a dummy.
I will try my best to defend that by saying the last 2 segments on Raw that I've seen Alexa Bliss forwarding the storyline. Alexa Bliss is just getting up there more.
Yeah.
I'm loving it, the whole swing set and everything. And then last night when she
what?
Oh, Alexa, turn it off.
Oh crap, we can't Mrs. Bliss.
Say Bliss.
I love this dystopia where our boxes just listen to all of our conversations and tell us when we need crack next. So
imagine that too.
Damn.
But Alexa with the swing last week. Oh, Bliss, the moment of bliss with the swing, Bliss's Funhouse last week, and then was it last night? Channeling her inner Cytheria and just like creaming all over the ring.
Yeah,
I'm, and the tweet. Somebody posted this online. This tweet that Bray's like, he's back in the cocoon. He'll return as a butterfly. It's like, how crazier is Bray gonna get?
Yeah,
we saw It's a Christmas Pumpkin Charlie Brown Bray when he was gonna fight Finn before he got the clap or whatever venereal disease he got, and now we're going this far. Like, what else? How crazy is his head that what else is he gonna bring us that's gonna be like, oh, that's fucking cool? And then 3 months later, we shit on it because the booking shits on it.
Yeah.
Slipknot mask style rips off the Fiend mask and has another one.
Like Sting, you just take off the mask and it has the same thing underneath.
Oh, okay. Anticipation level. Omega and the Good Brothers against Rich Swann and Motor City Machine Guns. Impact, Hard to Kill.
8. I haven't watched Impact in the last like 3 weeks or so. But on paper, that sounds cool.
Same thing. On paper, it sounds really good. I think Swan's gonna take the pin, but yeah, I got it at 8 too.
I'm also leaning towards an 8. I'm gonna take a wild guess that Omega's gonna win it, but I'm curious to see the matchups. I'm curious to see Omega versus Alex Shelley. For whatever reason, I want to see Machine Gun and fucking Chris Sabin. Oddly, I don't know where that came from, but I'm there's a lot of opportunities there to keep your attention.
Is it too early, or is it just me? Is it too early to say that the Omega thing on Impact was a flop? Like, I was really excited to, oh shit, they're gonna do something. We talked about it, and then the next week it was that like half-assed promo, and then I didn't tune into Impact and the other weeks after that. And I don't hear people talking about it. It's not a buzz like when Omega first won the title. Is this a flop?
Depends.
Okay.
Because the audience that watches Impact, optimistically, 80% of them are hardcore wrestling fans that want to see something happen within the next couple of weeks, not within the next couple of months.
Yeah.
And the fact that this pay-per-view with this match is happening at least 3 or 4 weeks from now, that's not that. Yeah, we got plenty of other options to see Kenny Omega. And that went back to my argument a couple episodes before. Do you want to see your favorite wrestler on 8 different TV shows that you get burned out, that you don't want to see him anymore? Or you're just going to wait to see him on the better TV show that has more supplement to get you through 2 hours, as opposed to what is on Impact that's going to make you keep you for 2 hours if Kenny Omega is taking only like 10 minutes.
Yeah.
I want to see the match, but they're going to have to do some more. They're going to have to do something else to make me want to watch Impact at least an hour a week.
Yeah. I see. And I maybe it's because I haven't watched in the last couple of weeks, but the feeling of, mutiny is not the right word. Maybe like the feeling of a potential invasion or Impact being under siege or something like that.
Or Omega going after the title gauntlet.
Yeah. All that just kind of went away. And it's just like, oh, Omega's a heel. Now he's being an asshole in another company. And that's it. And Don Callis is involved. I don't feel like there's like this grand plan and this conspiracy that's going to have AEW and Impact fighting each other, or not fighting each other, but maybe collecting together to fight WWE. Like all these like, holy shit, what ifs that happened immediately after that episode of Impact where he beat Moxley. All of that shit's like, oh, all this stuff's not happening. But is it too early to pronounce it dead? Am I being too pessimistic as a wrestling fan right now?
You're a little jaded.
Yeah.
Okay.
A little.
Okay.
Again, another ray of hope for Impact to float as high as the rest of the ships that are around. We've had that more than once, and you don't want to be disappointed because you have been several times. They haven't done enough for me to actually gauge it. It's one thing for Omega and for Callis to be on Dynamite and Callis do like live commentary ringside with Omega. I would hope that they go somewhere different on Impact. Instead of Callis being ringside sucking Omega's teats, I would like to have Omega ringside hyping up Machine Gun and the Good Brothers. I want to see Omega and Triple Mania and Triple A instead of he's challenged Hijo de Vikingo. Find somebody in AAA that you want to back up so that you're doing something. If you're going to be on 4 different shows, be different on all 4 shows, that there's a reason for us to watch all 4 shows.
Yeah.
Instead of you being the same asshole in every show and having the same shtick in every show. Again, Impact hasn't done enough for me to make a decision whether that's what we're getting. They teased the promo where Omega talked to Anderson. He's like, I want to see more Machine Gun. Where's that guy?
No.
I found the cleaner and look where I'm at. This could be you. Just got to do it. have some kind of different thread in Triple Mania, in AAA. Fuck it. If you want to let it call 6 stones, try something even more different in Ring of Honor. You know? But right now, I think it's too soon to call it a flop because technically, technically, we're not even in the early stages because Kenny Omega's been AAA Mega Champ for at least 6 months already. So he's already had more than one title.
Yeah.
We just don't know about it because they don't advertise it. He beat Phoenix in the summer.
Was it in the summer?
Yeah.
Wasn't it in a crowd?
I think it was. You might be right.
It was last year's Triple Mania, I think.
No, I think he lost it and then won it back. But he's already had that belt. It just hasn't. It just hasn't been completely advertised. You know, Kenny Omega on Dynamite has defended the AAA title once, I think. So he's already had it, but they didn't make an issue that he's going hunting. He's doing the Hardy Boy thing. Yeah. He's gonna get every title.
An expedition.
Yeah. We're not. But now, so we're past the beta test, but we're slowly going.
And I still don't think that it's even clear that that's what he's doing. That he's just going to try to collect belts. Like I don't get that yet. Like it's been implied, and I think wrestling fans have maybe come up with fan theories about that. And like I think we've all seen the meme of him having the fucking gauntlet, right? The Thanos gauntlet, but I don't think it's been explicit on AEW or Impact TV or anywhere where it's like, yeah, this is what he's doing. He's trying to collect all the gold.
Rebuttal. This isn't a casual show. This isn't for the little kids and the casual people to drop feed them every week. Us as educated, civil wrestling fans, we're supposed to know, hey, AEW is defending the NWA women's title on their fucking show. They're defending the AAA tag titles or AAA World Mega title on their show. So it's not a leap out of a realm of possibility that could actually be happening. You know, he's already got AAA's biggest title. He's already got fucking AEW's biggest title. You know, they're slowly opening the floodgates for fucking New Japan. You know, so this isn't Nick Jr. Like we're watching Nick at Night now. This is for adults. So also, we're supposed to be aware and cognizant of what's going on.
I don't know if I want to see Kenny Omega versus Rich Swann.
I don't either. That shouldn't last more than a piss break to me. I
mean, I like Rich Swann.
Can I throw something out there?
Sure.
Omega versus Moose.
Yeah, that would be better. Rich drops it to Moose, and then somehow we get Moose versus Omega. That's something I'd like to see.
And Omega takes the TNA and the Impact belts.
That's right, because Moose is running around with the TNA belt. I forgot about that. Yes.
He's probably given it as much relevance as what?
Yeah.
Bobby Roode and Bobby Lashley? Yeah. When they were feuding for that belt?
Well, it's not a sanctioned belt right now.
But it's still.
Just like the FTW title.
I'd rather watch Moose with a title than fucking Rich Swann with the title.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I just don't buy it with Rich Swann. Not with the main belt anyway. I don't know.
More. Help me out here. King Coliseum, MLW, also happening for free. Myron Reed against Leo Rush.
Oh, that's going to be a high flyer match.
For the light heavyweight title.
Ooh. Honestly,
Leo's debut on MLW. I'm at 8.
I got it at 8 too. I just hope
Are you aware of what a Myron Reed is?
No, I have no idea what a Myron Reed is.
Do you still give a flying fuck of Leo Rush?
The man
of the hour?
I give a half a fuck. So my anticipation level is at half.
Okay.
A half for Leon Ruff. And the other half for, the other 0 for the other guy.
I've got Rush winning.
I got Leon retaining.
You mean Myron Reed?
Myron. You got it stuck in my head.
I fucked up Hector.
Have you been watching the last couple of weeks?
No.
Or the last month?
I know there's...
The other match that I'm going to bring up, there's 4, but I'm going to bring up the only other one. Mads Kruger gets a shot at the open weight title. Kruger versus Hammerstone.
Ooh.
Kruger from Contra.
Ooh. Wait, wasn't Hammerstone challenging for the heavyweight?
He's been calling out Fatu for months, and they keep putting more roadblocks, and this is the newest roadblock, Max Kruger.
That sounds like it's going to be a good
Slobberknocker?
yes, Slobberknocker.
Slobberknocker.
I got Hammerstone. I got Hammerstone winning.
Oh, obviously Hammerstone winning. I'm at an 8. Like, this is like for whatever crap we've been giving MLW, or I've been giving MLW, I'm loving this slow burn of Hammerstone, not only to the main belt, but slowly, ever so slowly becoming an actual, not just a tweener, but an actual babyface. You could see it. Like the last year, Hammerstone's been pretty much like king asshole in MLW, but slowly you could see it. You can see it start coming. Like he's ditching Holiday, he's ditching everybody else. He's going his own way because that's what he wants. He wants every title, and I'm digging that slow burn, very fucking slow burn.
Because I think they're gonna build up Fatu versus somebody from Lucha Underground, if I remember right.
They're bringing Mil Muertes.
Oh,
Selena de la Renta, which is the female manager. She's the one that's summoning.
She went over
Mil
to
Muertes.
Katrina.
Yeah.
Oh, so she took her brujeria.
Yeah.
El amuleto.
Yeah. So she's gonna make an announcement at Kings of Coliseum, but that's probably where we might actually either get a video package. I'm hoping a video package because they better get out of that goddamn quinceañera place and go somewhere more presentable.
MLW already announced it as a little tidbit for like Twitter or something like that.
Yeah,
that they acquired Mil Muertes. So.
And he might not be the only former Lucha Underground person they get.
Oh,
there might be another one coming, but we'll leave it at that.
Yeah.
Are we ready for the main shit? The reason why we're recording on a Tuesday?
On a Tuesday. Yeah.
Wrestle Kingdom.
Hi.
Arigato. Gozaimasu.
Well,
Night 1. Give me a match.
Before that.
Chingas.
You did say your match of the week contenders, right? Basically. I got mine, which involves New Japan. I got Hiromu versus El Desperado from the last Super Juniors.
I think I saw that. I think I did see that.
That was a 7-year culmination story that ended up with Desperado, Hiromu ripping his mask halfway, and Desperado standing up looking at him, and he ripped his own mask off.
Oh shit!
Oh yeah.
Lucha style.
I need to go back and watch that again.
Lucha style, yeah, and him to end up losing. So it's like,
yeah,
okay, I understand the loss. So right now it's like, I got respect for Desperado. They did somewhat.
Bet he joins Osprey's group.
Yeah.
Bet.
I do see him in there.
Especially now unmasked. I bet we don't see him with the mask anymore. He's done.
Well, he is competing for Wrestle Kingdom for the tag titles.
Night 1. What's your match? Is it that obvious?
Yeah. I need to. Well, actually, no. What I need to run down on Night 1.
Off the top, you don't know what match you were expecting the most from Night 1. You're the Japanese guy. You're wearing fucking Tetsuya's shirt. Naito versus Ibushi for both the belts. Gosh, what's your number?
I got it at 8 because for me, there's not that much of a storyline there.
What?
Yeah, I saw their culmination last year. Well, this year's New Japan, Wrestle Kingdom.
Shit, I saw it the year before at fucking G1 Supercard. Ibushi beat Naito for the Intercontinental title.
Yeah, but the story-wise is. The
story's always going to be the same. They started in the business together. They're growing up together. They're getting their experience together in the business. One's made it this far. The other one hasn't.
Okay, but here's the thing with New Japan, that the headliner is the main story. So right now, how are you going to justify Jay White, which is his favorite wrestler, waiting for the winner on
It's going to be weird that I say this, but because of New Japan's bad booking.
Well,
I would have had, and as much as I hate to say it, I would have had Naito versus Ibushi Night 1 for the Intercontinental only, and I would have Naito wrestle Jay White for the heavyweight title.
Yes.
Yeah, if you got 2 belts, you're working overtime, motherfucker. You don't get off easy. Doesn't matter how good you are or what kind of catchphrase you do or teasing your hat. No, put in the work. Kurt Angle, 3 fucking different division belts in TNA.
Yeah.
Did he wrestle 1 match that night?
No.
Here, how many he wrestled?
Tres.
Exactamundo way.
Each knee saw. Right?
Which I was hoping they were going to start doing when they combined the
because
belts together.
that's what he wanted. That's what Naito wanted.
But he ain't the one. Is Gato still the lead booker?
Yeah.
Well,
especially now that president stepped down.
Yeah.
So they're going back to their old school type of booking. So
yeah, I'm not feeling that.
So I got it at an 8 for me.
Yeah, I'm at an 8 too. I want to see it, but they could have done more with it.
Mm-hmm.
Abel going back and forth like he's watching a tennis match. Give us a number for your for their main event of night 1. Both belts. Naito knee belts.
6.
Who you got winning? Remember, Jay White faces the winner in night 2.
Ibushi. Why not?
Ooh, Ibushi versus Naito.
Yeah.
They teased this last year
Ibushi.
because it was Ibushi and Okada and Naito against Naito, and both the youngins lost. And then night 2 was Okada and Tetsuya. And I was bummed that at least one of the youngins didn't get picked. So it would be great justification if night 2 or Wrestle Kingdom ends with the future of your company, Ibushi and Naito.
Yeah,
I'm going with that.
That's what I said.
Ditto.
Yeah. I don't know why you bring me for the fucking New Japan episodes.
They brought you for everything else.
Oh.
And for dinner. You work hard.
That's true.
Come on now.
Yes. I guess we'll just fucking take a nap while y'all talk about New Japan.
You got plenty of room. Okada versus Ospreay.
Uh-huh.
Ospreay turning on Okada, leaving Chaos. He's starting his own group.
You know what?
Kingdom?
You know what?
Yeah.
9.
Whoa.
Yes.
Talk me through that 9.
I love me some Ospreay. And Okada's pretty good. But I love me some Ospreay.
Go back to our match of the year episodes when we first started doing them and watch us all stumble over talking about Nakamura, Ibushi, and Nakamura Styles because we know what the fuck we're doing.
Right. But yeah, that should be a good match.
9.
Just on paper.
Thank you.
That sounds like it's going to be a match that's going to steal the show for me. Like, I don't know anything about the fucking story, but I bet you I'm going to be like, whoa.
How?
Whoa.
Oh, man. Oh, I got a 9 too, but for me it's been building up for a while since Ospreay's been transitioning from the junior division to the heavyweight.
Oh, that's what you meant by transitioning.
Mm.
Now you could consider Okada being the new gatekeeper of the current roster, because at the very end, the head boss gatekeeper is still Tanahashi.
But then again, Evil beat Okada before he got the title shot and beat Naito.
Mm-hmm.
So if Ospreay beats Okada, then that means he can sniff the main title now. Also.
That's why I got a 9.
I've got Ospreay going. I've got Ospreay winning.
Same here. I don't see. Honestly, Okada can afford a loss at Kingdom. So yeah, I got Ospreay winning.
He did lose last year.
Yeah.
And you got him losing again this year?
Yep.
You? Yeah, I got him losing.
That's bullshit. He's going to win.
You got Okada winning?
Yeah, I got Okada winning.
Hiromu Takahashi against El Fantasma.
He just fucking blew past that.
You got Okada winning. Yeah. Everyone, he's got Okada winning.
Yeah. See, no one gives a fuck.
Fantasma against Takahashi. Just making sure he got enough attention and that the crowd realized that we gave him said attention. See, I connected. See how I'm like this? Like just faith in us and we will not let you down. Touch the screen so I can feel you, so I can give the power to Abel, spirit bomb style. Do you feel them? Do you feel the attention?
Yes.
You're rubbing the wrong direction. You go a little lower.
Oh, this way. Not this way.
You go a little lower.
Oh,
Like right here.
yeah. Okay.
Did we lose all our listeners, viewers yet? No? Okay, we'll try later.
Oh, we might have.
Hiromu Takahashi, El Fantasma.
I got a 7 for me, but I got Hiromu going over. He needs to re-solidify himself, come back after missing 18 months.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I got Hiromu winning for me.
7. I have Hiromu winning too. Abel?
2. Who are these guys?
That's okay.
Your scoring is with an asterisk.
Yes. My scoring is not very accurate.
Tai Chi and Zack Sabre Jr. against the Gorillas of Destiny for the tag titles.
Oh.
Abel. Zack Sabre Jr. against the Gorillas of Destiny.
And Tai Chi.
Yeah, Tai Chi.
So that's that one guy that he's hot. He's spicy.
No.
He tastes great. No.
Imagine Tai Chi as Kota Ibushi on a cheat day. That's Tai Chi.
Okay.
He ate 65 kicks in a match and lived.
I mean, that sounds like it's going to be a good match, but I don't know who Tai Chi is.
It's
So
a
5.
A Chino and a British versus the Samoans.
5. Yeah.
Hector-san.
I got it at an 8, just because of I know what Tai Chi's capable of, and I want to see Zack Sabre Jr. mess up. One of the Gorilla Destinies. Just tie him up, pretzel him.
Pretzel him.
G1 gave me the opportunity to appreciate Tai Chi for what he can do. So if it weren't for that, I'd probably be at the number that he was at and scratching my head for half of it. I'm at 8. I've got God taking it.
Yeah, they're way back to the tag titles.
Yeah. There's more. There's a couple more things, but we'll just go to night 2.
Jojo says pinche God all the way. All the way.
Jeff Cobb versus Takagi.
Ooh.
Welcome to the conversation, Abel.
10. 10, bitch. I love me, Jeff Cobb. And I love me, Takagi.
Just so you know that we're paying attention to you.
Yeah. 10.
I'm at that 10, Mo.
Yeah?
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
I'll go one up higher.
11.
11. I got this right. Oh,
yeah. 111. Wow. I didn't know you could capitalize numbers, but damn.
We all know what Takagi is capable of.
Yeah.
And right now, since Jeff Cobb is doing that heel turn and joining the kingdom with Ospreay, you're getting little tidbits here and there of Matanza showing up.
Yeah.
So that's why I was like, I got that. I want to see basically Takagi versus Matanza.
Yeah.
That might steal the show for the entire weekend for me. Have Cobb winning. We need to solidify this new faction.
Yeah.
So I've got Ospreay. I've got them sweeping Wrestle Kingdom for the most part.
Wow.
Yeah, because Ospreay right now is the Rev Pro champion, which it took him a while. Another story, him and Zack Sabre for the past 5 years have been battling in Britain, and Zack has always been the one up. And somehow throughout this quarantine, Ospreay got the win and took the title away. First time ever. So right now he is the British champion, and you need a Japanese or somewhat connecting them there. So it'll be a good transition to solidify the group with Jeff Cobb winning that never open weight title. He could drop Ospreay could drop that title and head for the heavyweight one. So yeah, I got Cobb winning.
Yeah, got Cobb winning too.
Fuck you guys. Shingo all the way, baby.
Sonata.
Shingo bells. Shingo bells.
Shingo wa kananai. Sonata versus Evil.
Oh, did you see the press conference?
Dick to go choked out Sonata from behind. Yeah, that little rascal.
They do the
instead of doing a face to face like UFC, they just stand side by side
and
for
they
the
do
photography.
the pose.
Yeah, and they do their pose.
So Evil is just like looking at the camera, smiling. Sonata's over here fucking trying to get a breath for his life because Dick Togo's behind him, choking him.
Oh,
9.
Build
The
up.
story.
9.
Yeah.
4.
You got win.
I got Sonata winning.
Finally?
Yeah, finally.
I got another one.
He deserves a win at Kingdom.
Yeah. Those are good cars.
So done.
So we've all picked Takahashi. So Takahashi against Ishimori for the light heavyweight. What's your number?
8. I like both of those guys.
8. I'm down with the 8
Yeah,
too.
Same
Yeah.
here. I got Ishimori winning.
Same here. Yeah.
Nah,
Can't give the cripple kid all the help, you know?
Mhm.
Yeah, he's got to lose a couple. So he made it past the first night. We'll get him out second night.
Yeah.
Jay White. You have Jay White against Okada because you got Okada winning.
No, he's got
Bushi.
You got Ibushi winning?
Yeah,
Okay, so
Ibushi.
we all got Ibushi. So Jay White against Ibushi.
Yeah.
Number.
3.
Think of it on the other side of the coin. Ibushi's going to kick the fuck out of Jay White for long periods of time.
Okay, 4.5.
All right, there we go. I'm fishing. I'm getting there.
There you go.
We've been I've known him for too long.
You gotta coax it out
Yeah,
a little bit
You know,
sometimes.
you know what to offer.
Yeah.
Grogu. Grogu.
Evil is high key lame.
Give me a number.
I believe you, Juan.
I got it at 8.5.
8.5.
Yes.
7. I can't stand Jay White. God damn it. And I got Jay White winning.
Same here.
What beautiful story that finally, after all this time, Ibushi wins at Wrestle Kingdom and is champion for 24 hours. Loses it to motherfucking Jay White.
No,
Yep.
I've got Jay White winning. And then some crazy ass shit happens in New Year's Dash with Ibushi and Omega helps Ibushi at New Year's Dash.
There
And
you
at
go.
the first pay-per-view, Omega turns on that mofo
Oh,
and joins Jay
come
White in the
on.
Bullet Club. Tries to bring that shit back.
Come
Just to
on.
tease. And then Omega fucking turns on Jay White too and gets the New Japan title. That's how he does it. Again, different.
I got it in that same way, but a little bit different. Story wise, Bushi wins the title on night 1, loses it on night 2. Omega goes in. You couldn't do it. Watch me do it.
Oh, okay. Okay. As long as Jay White gets his ass whooped.
Yeah. Hypothetical, because we haven't heard much of anything, but it's neither been confirmed nor denied until it happens. Say Moxley shows up in Japan for night 2. Give me an anticipation level for Moxley against Kenta for the U.S. title.
7.
You're missing a little tidbit.
He's defending the belt, the title briefcase in night 1
Yeah.
against somebody.
Wait, who's defending what briefcase?
He was supposed to defend the briefcase. Kenta was supposed to defend the contender, the U.S. title contendership
Oh,
against Juice. But Juice got injured, and they got one of the vets going in there. I forgot.
It's
who.
not Ryusuke. It's not Taguchi. It's somebody else.
It's somebody else.
Yeah.
Yeah, Taguchi's actually fighting for the junior titles, I think.
Mhm. Yeah. But again, hypothetical. Moxley against Kenta. Where you at?
I don't know. I'm a little bit kind of like watered down. I don't know if that's the right word to say, with Moxley fighting New Japan matches over there, because it's basically a street fight. So I want to see like that stiff, hard hitting kind of New Japan style.
If anything, I don't think Kenta will fall for that shit. I'm at an 8 because out of all the contenders that Moxley's had, other than Shooter Umino in the very beginning, Kenta's probably the one person that he's not going to fall for that hardcore shit. He's going to want to actually fight, and he'll probably bring something out of Moxley I'm same thing. Moxley and Archer that we got on Dynamite a couple months ago was carbon copy
Yeah.
Wrestle Kingdom. They
Point
tacked
for
on an
point.
extra 2 minutes of
Yeah.
buffer, and then that was it.
Mm.
But I can see where you're at, and you've had that gripe for a while too.
Yeah.
So I would rather watch Moxley, Death Rider, do an actual wrestling match in New Japan as opposed to
which
the same old
he
shit.
could have because they both worked with in WWE.
Yeah.
So they could kind of bring in that type of style match to the New Japan audience,
Mhm.
the entertainment aspect, and kind of stay away from the hardcore shit.
Yeah.
You know. But I got it at a 7 for me, if theoretically.
I've got Kenta winning it.
Same here.
Yeah. Keep that. They've been off and on, but they've been teasing who's King Dick in Bullet Club. Is it Evil, Jay White, or Kenta? And to have two of them with belts would add more fuel to the fire. Have the one that doesn't try to beat either one of them for one, and then the other two, just keep the whole thing going.
That just reminded me of an image that Tama Tonga fucking shared of who's the actual
leader,
who's the actual what's it called, player in the club, because they showed a chessboard of a ring and they showed two figurines out of the ring, and that one of them is Balor and the other one is Styles. And then you got Omega and the Elites kind of leaning towards halfway between the ring in and out. And then you got Evil and Kenta facing each other. But you got Tama Tonga just sitting back with the shadow of him, looking at all of them. Or like I've been moving the pawns from the very beginning. So honestly, that would be a good transition if Tama Tonga decides to go singles.
Or take control.
Jojo seems to agree with you. Tama is the brain.
Yep.
Who's Pinky?
Low.
Fale.
Oh! Hey, what are you going to do tomorrow night? Yeah. He fits. Yeah.
Hey, that's Fale too.
2 nights overall. Wrestle Kingdom. 15.
I'm going to have it at an 8.5. Just because of this whole pandemic that has affected the storytelling throughout the year. Oh, which they're doing the trophy again.
Oh, Kings of Pro Wrestling again.
Yes.
There's a Fatal 4-Way.
Yeah.
I'm at a 7 because last year, for the situation, the timing, the scheduling, being on a weekend, it was perfect to have Wrestle Kingdom 2 nights. The cards on both nights justified it being both nights.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to say there's a lot of fluff on this card, but you can condense these 2 nights into one regular 5-hour or 5.5-hour Wrestle Kingdom that we've been used to watching or watching after the fact, instead of spreading it over for 2 nights. I didn't get a lot of, I don't know the women, but I know that they're having at least one stardom match on each night. And I'm not sure if they're curtain jerking or they're actually going to be on the pay-per-view.
That's what I was going to ask you right now.
But there's still a lot of 6-mans. There's still some 6-mans, some 8-mans, that 4-way King of Pro Wrestling. They hyped that to be something bigger than it ended up being. So I really don't give a shit about it right now, unless they bring in somebody that I really wasn't expecting from a company I wasn't expecting. There's enough that we went over just on this show that could have been the pay-per-view and we wouldn't have to do 2 nights worth of this. So I'm at a 7. But there's still some shit on here that, man, I can't wait to watch on both nights. But I'm at about a 7.
Because you even have Tanahashi in that.
Suzuki's not even on this list that I talked about.
He's doing Great Okan, right? Tanahashi?
Yeah. What say you, Filthy Casual?
I'm at a fucking 10. What? This is Wrestle Kingdom. I don't follow New Japan at all.
But you have my ID and password. You're watching.
Except for fucking Wrestle Kingdom. I don't know what the fuck's going on, but every match always fucking blows me away. I might be at a 2 for, what was it, Tai Chi and Mr. Curry versus, Fish Sake, whatever. Versus whoever it was. I don't know who the fuck they are, but like, once they put on their fucking match, I'll be like, my God, why don't I fucking watch New Japan? Like, yeah, dude, it's Wrestle Kingdom 10 every year, fucking 10 every year. It surprises me. 10,
Almost
10, 10.
every year, there's a match of the year candidate.
Almost,
This year
yes.
was the year that
Yes.
there wasn't any. Even though that we had some pretty good ones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't know what the fuck's going on. I don't know who, but you just curate me a few matches and then say, here, watch this. And I'll be like, oh, that's pretty.
Yeah.
You know, and like, that's it. That's all I got to do. 10.
Fair.
Bitch.
Okay.
Sometimes you just got to enjoy the product.
Beautiful transition.
Uh-oh.
Explain Raw's ratings.
Oh,
you
it
got to
sucks.
enjoy the product, right?
Yeah, fuck that product, man. That's bullshit.
So apparently, at least 1 week, possibly 2 weeks, AEW Dynamite has beaten Raw in the demo rating. Raw's ratings are like under hit 1.62 at one point. They've been under 2 million at least this whole like last 2 or 3 months. USA wants them to be edgier. Vince McMahon's like, oh, I got it. I'll bring back the legends.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That always works. We want to see Carlito
I mean,
and Alicia Fox.
I mean, I actually do want to see Carlito.
Hey, but it's COVID restricted. He can't spit on people.
Hombre, what's the point?
Again.
He's a spitter. We got to see him spit.
We're fucking protesting the match.
Oh, he'll
But
have the
if-
fucking glass and spit it
Visor.
inside and spin in the visor. Oh, damn, that'd be nasty.
We're getting, fine. We'll throw one more out there for everybody that likes this kind of thing. Anticipation level, Keith Lee versus Drew McIntyre, Raw New Year for the heavyweight title.
10. I'm loving Drew's run, and you know I love me some Keith Lee. Oh, fuck. I was very pleasantly surprised when Keith Lee won against Sheamus. In the middle of the match, I actually turned to the girls and I said, you know what? I want to see Sheamus versus Drew, but not at a Raw. I think if you have people back again, remember people? Yeah, in front of people, Sheamus versus Drew,
Rumble?
or at Mania. You know how many? No, hear me out. You know how many people fly in to go to watch Mania because they're from all over the world, dude. That fucking crowd, if you get enough people from the UK, they're gonna be hyped for that fucking match. I bet that match will be really fucking good. It's gonna be the equivalent of maybe Brett versus Davey at that point for that audience.
Are you willing to wait 2-3 years for that?
I am willing to wait 2 years. If it can't be at this WrestleMania,
I was about to
be
say
at the next
because
WrestleMania. Have them be best friends for a year, and then the turn.
Just keep in mind, the reason I'm not flying to Japan tomorrow for Wrestle Kingdom is because Japan don't want us.
Right.
And by February, we're going to have different leadership that might feel the same way about other people, especially with this new strain of virus going around.
Yeah.
There's no guarantee that anyone from UK or Japan or Australia or Indonesia or wherever all these countries that they like to tout every year that we have WrestleMania from 60 fans from 60 different countries. You might not even have 6 different countries.
Yeah, I know. That's all I'm saying. Maybe next year. Not even this WrestleMania, but if it's possible, sure, why not? But I don't know. But I think you should save that for people and build it up, because I like this last, 2 months of them oh, Sheamus and Drew are best friends? Oh, I didn't know that.
But I'm also friends with the big black guy, and it's Black Lives Matter. So if you don't like my Black Lives Matter fan, then we're going to have problems.
Yeah, but you can build way more on Sheamus and Drew since they actually have real life history. If you watch that Broken Skull with Drew, they talk a little bit about that. I'm like, oh, okay. So there's actually some meat on this bone. It's not something creative just made up.
But here's the problem. USA doesn't have time for Gordon Ramsay. They need McDonald's. So do you pull the trigger on Keith Lee beating Drew for the title this coming Monday on Raw?
No. I want to see
ratings.
I want to see Keith Lee versus Drew. I think Keith Lee versus Drew is going to be a good match. I love fucking Keith Lee.
I'm at 9 for the match, by the way.
I'm at 10. You're wrong.
Because we already have this. We had Keith Lee beat Orton in his debut pay-per-view match, and then 2 weeks later, we got already Keith Lee versus Drew in the title match, and then they didn't do butt fuck with any of them after Keith Lee after that.
Okay.
So I'm not as high. But for ratings' sake, I'm thinking they'll do something desperate. You can always have Keith Lee lose the title at the Rumble or at Armageddon or at Fastlane or at Elimination Chamber or whatever fucking shit they want to add. Roadblock, end of the road before Mania, and have Drew Sheamus.
So you think a Keith Lee title run will move the needle for ratings? Or a title win?
Here's my expectation for that match.
All right.
It's sad, but I got it out of 5.
Ooh, why?
WWE has soured me on Keith Lee.
Oh, I don't blame you. I don't blame you. I could,
and not even a title change could make me change that.
Wow.
Because at the end of the day, if they put the title on Lee, where does he go?
Triple threat at the Rumble.
But the legitimacy of him doing a title reign would be somewhat similar to whoever had the North American title recently. It's just a prop. It's going to become a prop.
Let me help you. Because even before Keith Lee stepped in the doors of NXT, we knew he was limitless. And then you go to the main roster and you realize that limitations are put on you. So in order for limits to be broken, you have to join Retribution to get what you want. I just gave them the promo for free, and you already just opened your eyes like you just saw your wife naked. So I'm doing something right.
Yes.
There's a little meat on that hook for you to start.
Yeah.
Is it working?
You got me. You got me on that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Send me the check.
And quit with the butt fucking with Ricochet, because it's obviously not happening. So it's like, okay, you know what?
Can you blame them? Ricochet knows how to butt fuck. You've seen the video. Am I wrong?
Do it.
And that boosts your ratings at least for a week. Remember, Corny's one of Jim Cornette's famous lines. The ratings that you get are not for that night's show. The ratings that you get is for what you saw last week, and if it was enough to keep you. So you won't know that until 2 or 3 weeks down the road. But that'll definitely get people talking. That'll definitely get people's attention. That'll definitely get them to see what they're going to do next. They literally do need to go the Attitude Era route and just book on the fly at times of we're just going to do shit so that people won't know what's coming next week and just keep that going.
Yeah.
And the first domino to fall on that entire track is Lee joining Retribution and taking the belt from McIntyre.
You got me on that.
Oh, that'd be very interesting.
That happens, you got me at an 8. But that's
and then again, triple threat at the Rumble. Lee, Sheamus, Drew.
Ooh, JoJo says I want Ali versus Kofi Kingston Retribution match. Okay.
I would like that too.
Because right now SmackDown's building up Bryan winning the Rumble. Honestly, I think you should have saved that for people.
All right,
Yeah.
we're a month away. But let's give a predetermined pick, and let's see if our pick changes between now and our Royal Rumble prediction show. Off the top, who do you got winning the men's Rumble?
Lashley.
Ooh, you have my undivided attention, sir. How do we get Lashley into main event at WrestleMania?
So you put him in the Royal Rumble match, and he's the last one there,
Okay.
and he wins.
And do you have him facing Drew, or do you have him facing Roman?
Drew.
Again?
Yeah.
It doesn't matter if it's again?
Yeah. I mean, I didn't say this was good booking.
Her business is a lot better now than it was when Lashley had that title shot.
I didn't say this was good booking.
It sounds good to me.
Really?
I'm thinking Lashley, yeah.
I mean, I think Lashley too.
That's not my pick, but you can convince me on Lashley.
Okay. I mean, I'm saying that pessimistically. Like you're saying, you're acting like I'm saying
you look
that.
like you look like you're expecting Roman to win the Rumble as champion.
Yes, the fucking title.
Give me all the belts.
The title is defended in the Rumble, and he wins it.
He wins the Rumble. He goes to Mania to fight Io Shirai. For
Roman versus everybody. We did that before, right?
Theoretically.
But Brock did it a whole lot better.
Yeah.
Right now, who's your pick? Wait, what?
There goes my pick.
You have Brock coming back.
Yes.
They need ratings.
Ratings. Who's the one that brought them ratings when even people were here?
Oh.
And I got Brock going back to Drew and taking the title away from him.
Wow.
You know what? There is a little bit of unfinished business there through Brock's lies.
There's a lot of unfinished business there.
And even at that, you could build up the road to WrestleMania. Him going through Keith Lee, going through Sheamus, humiliating Sheamus in front of Drew.
And for God's sakes, kill
And then-
Retribution.
Yeah.
Beat the mask off them. They come back next week. They go back to NXT after
Yeah.
WrestleMania.
Hey, Mia, where have you been?
You got Mercedes returning, and she has nothing to say about the main roster. So, but yeah,
As of today, what I would like to see is Roman losing the title at WrestleMania to Big E.
Oh!
You
have my attention.
You went through all this effort to split them in the draft. You still have the buddy system where they're representing Raw, Big E's representing SmackDown, but they're still coming together at pay-per-views. There's still that fan support, even in the Dome, where Big E's pictures on Raw during Raw, cheering on his teammates. You go through all that effort. You see the test worked with Kofi. Give it to Big E and build it. It just takes one Paul E promo to build up Roman's opponent in Big E the way he did Finn.
Yeah.
The way he did Samoa Joe.
And he did that already.
And he's on Talking Smack.
Yeah, you're right. He
did
did do that.
He did it.
Big E and Roman. Give me 3 months of Big E versus Roman. We can end that story with Roman still being the head of the table, but give fans Big E's moment at Mania. And whatever you do after that, you will have already been redeemed.
I could just imagine seeing the Usos going like, "Give up, Biggie, give up, bro."
No,
Well,
no, because that's part of the story.
Yes, the numbers game. Usos versus a New Day.
No.
Uso telling Big E to give up because they had their history.
No.
They have that respect.
You're looking at it the wrong way. The Usos were forced into servitude to Roman. The Usos earned their respect from the New Day after the Hell in a Cell tag match. The Usos are cheering Big E to beat Roman. And that's where you continue the story divide between Roman and the bloodline.
Oh, boy.
Hey, I did see sometime this week that WWE was hiring writers.
I've applied twice. What the fuck, man? I could probably build a tiny home in Stamford.
On top of that roof.
The women.
The women.
Give me a woman that's going to win the Rumble.
Might have to go with him first. I'm still processing who's left.
You know, this is going to be kind of weird. Lexi.
Yeah.
She was willing to fight fucking Randy Orton. She could toss out Nia Jax. I mean, I don't want to see Charlotte. I don't want to see Bayley. I don't want to see Sasha. I don't want to see Becky or like any of the 4 horsewomen and Asuka. Throw out the 5 horsewomen. I don't want any of them again winning. And then the hottest woman right now that's not any of them is Lexi.
What did he tell us earlier in the show? It's okay to have an opinion even if it's wrong.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm going to take a page out your playbook, motherfucker. Because there's great unfinished business that I want to see happen at WrestleMania. And I want it. And I'm predicting it right now. And my plan might not change. I'm predicting.
You got the same pick as me.
Yes. I am predicting Rhea Ripley wins the Rumble and takes the Raw title from Charlotte. Charlotte's beating Asuka for that Raw Women's title between now and Mania. Bet. And Rhea Ripley gets her revenge. She lost her NXT title to Charlotte this year. She beats Charlotte for the Raw title next year.
Lacey, get the fuck out of here, JoJo. He said Lacey.
Here's my pick.
Did I steal your thunder?
No.
Oh, nice. Is it an NXT chick?
No.
Oh, come on.
Don't tell me it's Lacey.
No.
Okay. Lacey.
Let me bring back somebody that's been missing for the past
Not
year.
Ronda.
I'm picking Ronda.
Oh, she showed up today playing video games with the rest of the roster.
I got
And they've been pushing Ronda matches on Facebook this week. They showed her killing Bliss on SummerSlam today on Facebook. I know they're doing it for a reason.
Ratings.
Remember, Yeah.
I got Ronda coming back, and her coming back and getting back that Raw Women's title, because technically she never lost it. Her shoulders weren't down. That's what they've been picking. That all the fans were picking throughout the whole WrestleMania thing.
I'll allow it if
Becky returns.
If Ronda, Becky, one-on-one SummerSlam. Becky never beat Ronda.
Mm-hmm.
So
that's your story for the whole year.
That's your story.
All
yeah.
right.
Everybody's so happy that Becky announced her pregnancy on Raw. I was trying to be pregnant, and I left the right way, and she just gave up the title. She didn't think the title meant that much.
And Becky got lucky and got pregnant, and she didn't.
And yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, she took time off to plan that shit. Becky, spontaneous.
See,
took the thunder right out of her.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well, she took something. Hey.
So there you go. I got 2 MMA fighters coming back, and
damn it, for ratings.
This is the kind of wrestling fans we're supposed to hate.
Yeah.
Outsiders, MMA people.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's got Riddle winning next year.
Oh hell no.
Bro.
Still trying to figure out which bro team he's gonna make.
No. I believe that's everything. Oh wait, are you doing DCW?
Yes. So DCW January the 23rd.
I fucking knew it.
Yes, January the 23rd. We're gonna have
23rd of January?
Yes.
We're doing at least 2 episodes between now and then. Is there anything else?
You're gonna compete against Impact?
Maybe. So we're gonna have basically the fallout of what happened this past time. So we have a new winner
actual champ.
Well, our actual champ is still Nate Slater. So Nate Slater defeated his championship against Silky, which that was
Silky Barnes.
Yeah, Baines, but yeah,
Baines?
yeah. Oh goddamn, that was a very hard hitting match because 2 massive fucking beef. You know, that's all it was.
We owe it to him. He was lost during most of the New Japan stuff. We can get lost right now.
Yeah. But no, we have a new winner of the Tugboat Taylor Invitational Tournament, which we do every November, and that is Wonder Boy JT Royce. So one of the actual trainees from DZW's grabbed one of those brass rings there. So now he is entitled to a title shot any time that he likes. So yeah, that's pretty damn exciting. So yeah, the 23rd, I'm not sure if we have the full card yet listed. Duperon's still trying to put all that together. He's been a very busy man trying to put all that, and he'll let us know as we go along. But yeah, the 23rd, put that down on your calendars. Your boy will be ring announcing again. So come on out, say hi. So yeah, that's the 23rd. Yes, sir.
We missed something from Raw.
Oh.
That might implicate change for next week.
I wouldn't know. I haven't watched Raw in like fucking.
The Miz got his money in the briefcase.
Oh, he got the briefcase back.
Yes.
Oh God.
Reinstated.
Yeah, because Morrison cashed in, and it wasn't Miz that cashed in.
And the bell never rang when the match started either.
It didn't count.
So that brings in a whole new dynamic when it comes to what's going to happen next week.
Yeah, so we can have another cash in.
Yes.
Ugh. All right.
Just once.
CM Punk.
I want someone to win the Money in the Bank and forget they have it. I don't want to remember that they have it. That way, when they actually use it, it's a surprise.
Yeah.
So I guess we're continuing this podcast after all, huh?
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah. Well,
yeah.
So we're over. So we're 1 for 2 then. Still.
Yeah.
What
do you mean? Well, okay. Explain yourself.
So
hold on. It wasn't done.
You still have more shit?
Yeah.
What other promotion are you trying to tank?
Well, remember Kami-sama.
Hi.
Kami-sama. So, the show that we put on was fucking awesome. So, Kami-sama has Kami-sama rules, which rules are like this, right? Listen. What? Why are you giggling?
I'm listening.
All right. So it's a 20 count for a count out, but they do, a fast count out. Mm-hmm. Also, you could win by pinfall, submission, or knockouts, and the knockout is a 10 count. And here's the other little twister that kind of like was very interesting. You can have only one closed fist to the head. The second time, you're automatically disqualified. And you could have 3 rope breaks. After you exhausted all your rope breaks, you could still lose even if you're tied up in the ropes via submission or pinfall. So you could grab out to the ropes to break a submission, but you lose one. And then once you get to 3, even if you grab the rope, fuck it. You're tapping
Are
out.
there judges taking count of all this stuff?
No, there's not judges, it's just the referee. So the referee will say it and they'll be like,
Do
hey,
he have like a card or something that he remembers that writes this down? Or?
no, he calls it out to the ring announcer, and the ring announcer has to keep track.
So
That would be me.
you're
gonna
keep
Yeah.
the card.
So it's like, hey,
So you working 2 jobs at this show.
I guess so. But I announce it. So it's like first rope break infraction for so-and-so. And then, that's it. But like the show itself was really awesome because they really tried to focus more on like actual fighting and, catch as catch can and MMA and strong style and stuff like that, and less of the sports entertaining stuff. And it was a fucking
How
awesome
many
show.
wrestlers at the DZW roster on the Sawayama roster?
2 and a ref and me.
Okay.
So yeah. But yeah, no, it was really cool. I don't know when the next one will be. But as soon as we get word, I'll let everybody know. This was so different and it was so fresh that I think if you're not watching this, you're really doing yourself a disservice. Like it's a little bit different from anything else that I've seen altogether, much less in Houston in the indie scene. So if we can keep this going, y'all really need to fucking check it out.
Where is this at?
So the place that we were at was the what's it called? Houston Premier Arena. So that's the kind of like in the hood over by like Navigation and Harrisburg.
Nice. So chicharrones, ahora melón y pinche luchas.
Yeah, exactly.
Nuggets.
Yeah, dude, it was in
Caught my
warehouses.
attention on that shit.
Yeah, it's in warehouses.
Micheladas, güey.
So the one warehouse
And I
that it
throw
was in,
batteries at them.
oh, don't do that. But
Oh,
yeah, but
Triple A style.
no,
man.
listen. So it was in this one warehouse. That's where the arena is. But it's in a line of several other warehouses. The warehouses next door to us happen to be having what I think was a quinceañera. So like some of the kids.
No, it was MLW.
Yeah. But like some of the kids were like out there running around in the fucking lot or whatever, and then they came in and they're like, "What's going on?" And then they saw what was happening, so they got to see it, which is great. But I don't know if we're gonna use the same arena or not. I don't know, or when it'll be, but we'll figure out all the details.
I'm actually interested in that.
Yeah, you should. Our main event was Chris Lyons versus Brian Keith. And that was fucking badass. It was a really good match, man. The whole card was pretty awesome. Yeah. So there. Now I'm done.
If you have a paletero guy there, just let me know.
Okay. Yeah.
But they only sell melon in the summer, though.
Yeah.
So last Sunday,
yeah,
Travis and I got together and recorded 4 episodes of Pop Culture Rewind. We released our season 1 and 2 review of The Mandalorian on Monday, which was yesterday. Today, we released our review, our bashing of Wonder Woman 84. Tomorrow, we'll have the Disney investor call with all the shit that they announced for the next 2 years on the Disney Plus app.
Oh, I like that.
And then Thursday, we're capping it off with our series finale. Pop Culture Rewind 2020 in review.
Series finale?
Yeah.
No more Pop Culture Rewind after that?
That's it.
Oh,
Dunzo, finito. Another COVID casualty, bro. Humble beginnings, man. You know how that show started?
I remember.
We just shot the shit here.
Yeah.
We stopped talking wrestling, and then we just kept on talking.
It was Walking Dead.
Yeah.
It was all of us wanted to talk Walking Dead. Yeah.
Video games.
Yeah.
90s cartoons, and then before you knew it, Pop Culture Rewind. And so, yeah. So the Pop Culture Rewind's gone, and then next week, episode 1 of Los Pendejos. Órale, mamón.
Los pendejos. Who are los pendejos? What the hell? What's
You're
going
looking
on?
at them.
You too? Oh, okay, cool. What are y'all gonna?
And in the middle is just you going like this.
Yeah, I know. What are y'all gonna be talking about? What's the
Fuck if I
subject?
know.
What's your pop culture stuff?
No,
Are you just fucking
just-
around?
I'm fucking around. Hector, you get it. Get it. Yeah,
Aye.
yes.
Hey,
So, yeah. Get your last minute fix before Pop Culture Rewind's all gone. So, yeah. That was
Okay.
exhausting. Fuck, 7
Yeah.
hours. 7 hours recording those
So-
4 episodes.
this just reminded me. You
Oh.
remember that pitch that I sent to you, and you said next time we record, we'll go ahead and do it. So this is gonna be a surprise to you, Hector.
That's it.
But you remember that idea? You remember what it was?
Maybe.
3x3.
Oh, you want to do the spin-off show. You want to do 3x3.
All right.
That's right. Now I remember this horse shit. Let me do my best Hangman impression. Just kidding. Go.
So, Hector, you're gonna be on the spot.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. So the idea of this is we'll have a topic, a subject where we pick the top or bottom 3 of whatever, and we just throw it out. So I think your first idea,
So
since we're gonna do it here.
So episode 1 is going to be the 3 worst heavyweight champions of all time.
Now we're only going to do a backdoor pilot for this here because wrestling, but I don't want it to be wrestling only. That you have to do a bunch of other stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, okay. So 3 worst WWE champions of all time.
Overall.
Heavyweight champions overall.
Wrestling heavyweight champions overall.
Wow.
So I'll go with 1.
Oh, we're actually doing this now? We're
Well,
not-
do you want
He
to?
brought it up,
We're
so
not-
might
he
as well
brought it
let
up.
fly.
Do you need time?
No.
Because you're the one who suggested that topic. I suggested the format. You suggested the topic.
Go.
Trial example right now.
Adios, my friends. Keep it classy. Hey, okay, so
There you go. Sign
Eric
off.
Young.
what?
Eric Young's title run left so much to be desired.
Whose fault was that?
TNA's
There you go.
or his, I'm not sure. But it was not that great. It was very disappointing. And a lot of people had high hopes for, oh man, Eric's finally got his groove going, and then nah.
Wow.
I won't go with the obvious, so I'll bring this one in. Jack Swagger.
Ooh, good one.
We talked about it earlier. They unplugged him, basically, as soon as he got his hands on that title.
Yeah.
Charisma was out. Sense of direction for him was out.
Mhm.
Completely out.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that's one.
All right. I got
There's nothing wrong with the obvious.
okay. What's the obvious?
David Arquette.
No. Well,
Vince McMahon.
okay.
And
I
I'm
forgot
not-
he had 2 worst title runs.
Yeah, he had 2 of them. That's why he's on the top of my fucking list.
Two.
Yeah, he beat Triple H for the WWE title in the Attitude Era.
Yeah.
That's when the Attitude Era started dying off for me. After that, well, WrestleMania 17 already happened, but by then, and then after that was
This
and then
one,
his whole like ECW do-rag, yo homie, no,
I forgot about that.
yeah.
yeah.
So this one's gonna hurt. Kane. When he had that, like, was it 1-day title run or something?
He
Like
beat
he won
Austin
it
for the first blood match, and then the next night on Raw, he lost it.
Yeah, and I don't think Kane was the same up until like at the very end, where people were like, "Oh shit, he's going away. Let's give him some stuff." But for like a good 4 years, he was just languishing in the fucking roster, not doing shit, and like,
He explained it recently in those documentaries, right?
did he?
I
Of
think
that
so.
title run.
Well, either way, that title run, if you want to say him winning the title, like after that, like he was nothing. Bleh. Until at the very end when they're like, oh, let's revitalize his career and give him a proper title run because he never had it. He's fixing to retire. you know. But that first one, that one day, damn, that was bad, man.
I guess the second one for me is David Arquette. Basically killed whatever was left of WCW.
Oh,
Which, kind of think about it, I ended up watching the David Arquette
Movie?
documentary.
That's why I can't put him in the top 3. Because
what when we're talking about the title,
it
run,
was because again that's like his first pick. It wasn't David Arquette's fault per se. He was just. I'm gonna ask you up front. Do you want to be WWE champ? You want the payday?
Hell
You want
yeah.
the title? You don't even know how to wrestle your penis out your goddamn pants. You want the title?
I can do that.
Blanca.
But yeah,
Do you? You want the title? You want the
sure.
money?
Yeah.
For the month?
Yeah, sure.
We'll take you out
Give it to me.
Hollywood.
Yep.
Go to Jay Leno.
Yep, do it.
Title,
Yep.
everything.
Mm-hmm.
Can't blame him.
Yep.
What did he do with the money?
I don't know. Spent it?
You guys don't know?
No, what did he do with the money?
He gave all his paydays to
Brian Pillman.
to Mrs.
Brian
Pillman's
Pillman,
family.
Oh.
He did all that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
When it's so much the company and not the athlete, that's where I kind of don't want to do it too much. Vince is an example because he's part of the company.
Okay.
You know, if I want to say a little bit less of the man, a little less of the company, a little bit more of the man, even though the company had a lot to do with it. Oh God, I gotta say Jinder Mahal.
Oh
I forgot about it.
Don't
You
hate
know
their
why?
Jinder.
You know why? Again, just like the Evolution pay-per-view, where is it coming from? Is this a guy that paid his dues, did the best he could to better the business, did the best he could to better himself personally as a human being, as a professional wrestling character? Or is it because there's a new market, we need to saturate it with the best star we have that can translate to that market? Let's put the belt on Jinder and let's go. It didn't work.
Here was my rebuttal. I got that, but in the New Japan side,
Oh.
Brock Lesnar.
Oh.
You know they were trying to do the exact same thing with the U.S. market,
Trying to get the Americans.
and they tanked until they put that title to Kurt Angle.
Yeah.
He only decided to drop that title to Kurt Angle, and that was it. But his run was mediocre.
Yeah.
Now, my whole heart isn't behind this one, but I think an argument can be made. Jeff Jarrett. His
Impact?
Yeah.
I would prefer
But
his
his-
WCW run instead of Impact.
Oh yeah? Like as being worse?
Worse,
Does the Slapnuts run?
yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, okay. I kind of get that, but that kind of goes back to his thing about like the person versus, you know, the booking, right? The reason why I go back to the TNA run, the first early multiple runs that he had, it was so bad, not because he wasn't a good wrestler or whatever, it was because it was his own like booking of like, oh, Jarrett again, he's the king of the mountain, he's this and that. Then he's like the guy that's booking and he's trying to basically make himself to be more than what he is. Like I never really bought Jarrett as like a heavyweight champ top guy, but he made himself to be the heavyweight champ top guy. And because of Jeff Jarrett, you have the fucking meme of the idea of, well, this is why Cody can't be champ in his own place. You know, the idea of the booker making himself
I'm going to lean towards his pick in WCW because at the time, WCW was still competition to WWE. Jeff Jarrett in WCW as a champ was overrated.
Okay.
For whatever lack of crowd TNA had, he was perfectly rated as champion in Impact.
And honestly,
and he put over Joe, Rhino, Sting, Booker T. Not that they needed it, but in front of a new audience to establish a new promotion, Jeff Jarrett was putting people over left and right. There's a lot of wrestlers that were doing that.
Ron Killings.
Okay.
He put him over. That's how
AJ?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was.
Yeah, but every time he put somebody over, it was
Shamrock?
because he did the opposite by winning the belt off of somebody else when it could have not been him.
Because at that time you needed an established star. Because before Jarrett, they got Sting after a year or 2 years after the whole company started. So they needed a star to solidify the company, and that was him.
But
at the moment.
How many
Truth
eyeballs
wasn't working? Shamrock wasn't working, and that was when they were doing weekly pay-per-views for $10.
Yep.
Yeah.
So they went with Jarrett, and then at the time, when those weekly pay-per-views were starting, Jarrett and Toby Keith, that's when people were actually paying attention, and that's where that gave credence. Oh, Jarrett got us this far. Let's book Jarrett and see how far.
Wasn't Styles before he became the face of the X division? Wasn't he like a flying Elvis or something like that? And that was in the early days.
Yeah.
You know, so they needed, again, going back to Jarrett, they needed somebody to solidify the company, and that was him, unfortunately. But
yeah, but for all the stuff that you say that he brought by bringing eyeballs and bringing, legitimacy, how many of those eyeballs rolled their fucking eyes whenever it's like, oh, he's putting himself in the main event again? Like, I think that's a double-edged sword. You could have built up Abyss and fucking, AJ and all that slowly, Christopher Daniels, which is what you're already doing without having to fucking shoehorn Jarrett in there.
I get the argument.
Okay. It's wrong, but I get it.
Yes.
There you go. Was that your 3? You had 3?
No.
No, you have one more? Make it a good one. Make it count. Did you already do your 3?
Yeah.
Okay.
The premise was heavyweight champions, right?
Yeah.
Fuck. There went my number 3. Fuck it. I'm going to asterisk this. My number 3, since we're talking about Jeff Jarrett.
Yeah.
My number 3 is China winning the Intercontinental title from Jarrett.
Oh.
If you're going to go, especially in the Attitude Era, especially now, in the future, hindsight being 2020, Sexy Star, Tessa Blanchard, just go full bore and give China the heavyweight title. You gave it to fucking Vince McMahon.
Yeah.
Why not?
It's funny that you say China because JoJo actually said before you even brought that up, he said Tessa is heavyweight champ.
Oh!
He said,
he
said, fight me.
that one was plagued because of the coronavirus.
She didn't help matters anymore.
She didn't help it
the
either.
The whole thing that came out of her.
She could have been like fucking already at the fucking moon by now if it wasn't for all the fucking debacles that came after it. Yeah. Like, it was so fucking hot whenever it was like, oh shit.
I was at that Hard to Kill show where she beat fucking Sami Callihan. I'm like, all right, I'm watching Impact.
Yeah.
And steadily I was between clips, matches, some full shows at some points, then the whole COVID thing, and then Tessa hit, and I was like, oh god, fuck. Impact couldn't catch a fucking break.
If you don't want to count China because it's Intercontinental, I'll throw you one and see what you think about it. Bob Backlund's 90s run. When he lost to Diesel on a house show in 3 seconds or 4 seconds or however much it was, jackknife powerbomb, 1, 2, 3, that's it. Is that bad enough for you?
No,
you wouldn't want to argue that?
Because he beat Brett in an I Quit match with Owen throwing. The story was there.
Okay.
Doesn't matter how he lost.
But the run. He won it well, but the run.
Yeah, I guess that would fall under the Kane aspect too.
Yeah.
If we're going runs, Goldberg. He should have lost that belt to DDP at Halloween Havoc.
True.
And you could have kept on going 3 or 4 months with that. You could have had him win it back at Starrcade instead of we ended up with Starrcade 98. That was yeah.
All right, cool. Well, then keep China. Don't worry about Backlund.
China.
All right, so that was 3x3. We were just able to throw them out there. We'll see if we can expand on that, maybe. Oh, really? Is that your opinion? Let's stay away. All right. Adios, my friends. Keep it classy. Somebody's got to have fucking nap time over here. God.
Bitch, bye.
Yes. Thank you. Bye.